Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. It is Friday, October 14th. It is approximately 10 o'clock a.m., 10 a.m. on the dot on a Friday. Beautiful, sunny, just a beautiful day in New York City. The weather is 56 degrees. Let's see, yeah, 56 degrees. It's partly cloudy, but I see the sun. The sun always makes a difference. Happy Friday to everyone. Hope everyone is enjoying their day. Hope everyone is coming along well and just having a great start to your day. I always forget to include or welcome or just greet the brave hearts like other content creators do, reaction channels do. So I'm going to be more mindful of that. Welcome brave hearts and welcome eagle eyes, and shout out to the replay gang. You have the best seat in the house. Shout out to the bush watchers, and of course shout out to the podcast listeners. The podcast listeners are the analyzers. They analyze this live and chat and come to a decision if they want to become a bush watcher or stay a podcast listener or just become a subscriber. Whichever way you go, I appreciate you. Good morning to the chat. I see you coming up in here. I will definitely do a roll call and just shout out to everyone from near and afar. This live on this Friday is probably it's not different from anything else because we here at the Braveheart Alter Ego platform, we dive deep, we analyze, we become critical thinkers. We are critical thinkers with logical reasoning. So, welcome to the chat. Thank you. I see people have made their way inside this chat, so that's what we do. We do a roll call. Hi, Coco Love. Good morning, Leo girl. A Leo in the house. A Leo knows a Leo. Listen, a Leo knows a Leo, and Leo girl, you are in the house. Queen Mary, how you doing? Hi, Nicole. Hi, Lawanda. Hi, Tater. Tater is in the house, throwing up the lugs. Oh. I was about what? Oh my goodness. I was about to say love bugs. It's ladybugs. I don't know how love bugs and ladybugs are even that close to each other. Ladybugs were more original. So shout out to the ladybugs in the house. Jersey Girl '07. And Candace is in the house. I'm in this thing. She in this thing. Okay. Now, if you don't know Candace, you're going to know her by now. Candace is a mod on my channel, but Candace also have her own page, Convos with Candace. I know you've been checking it out, so go check it out if you haven't already. Lasagna, Sharon, and Leona. Hi. Sharon and Leona. Welcome to the chat. Yolanda, how you doing? Yolanda. It's two different Yolandas in here. Yolanda H and Yolanda B. Good morning. Good morning, Chocolate 47. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Hope everyone is just, come by this morning just to hear me chit chatter. But this live is probably a little bit more sensitive than I thought it would be. Of course, all topics will be discussed, and you can also put your input and whatever you would like for me to elaborate on or want my opinion on. You are more than welcome to ask me. But before we get started, I was just talking to my father and my son. Men, they have a way of thinking, and most of the thinking is just like alike. I don't care if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, etc., etc. Now, I just want to ask the chat a question just before we begin, just to lighten the load and take it ease, and we ease our way into this sensitive topic, this loaded topic that's been going on in the YouTube streets, if you've been paying attention. Hi, Chocolate. Chocolate Decadence and Janice. Janice is in the building. Chocolate is in the building. Be easy on me today, Bronx. Of course. Okay, I'll be easy today on you, Candace. I'll try. You know how I get. I get possessed. And when the chat start warming me up, I become possessed. I become possessed. I don't know what type of possession take over me, but I know I become possessed. And just look out for that, Candace. It's like the plague, like the dark plague, a plague. Just whatever. Let me bring it back. Chocolate 47, New York is in the building. What we say about New York? Stand up, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Harlem, Staten Island, and last but not least, the Bronx. Stand up, New York City. We in this bitch. Okay? We New York City style all day, every day. But so just to ease the load and lighten the live, I just want to ask y'all a question for my ladies, because there's mostly ladies in here. And if there's any men in here, you drop down and you speak your piece, and that's it. So now, if you are speaking to someone and you interact with someone just about every single day, say every other day, you interact with someone and you notice small details about this person, and the details that they present is just obvious. So if I speak to, say, Candace, because she's my mod, so I like to use Candace as an example because Candace is my mod and we on the same playing field. Say me and Candace interact every day, and I see Candace every single day, and I'm like, "Hi, good morning, Candace. How you doing?" And Candace, I'm seeing her. Let's just say we get to know each other for about a month, 2 months, and I noticed that I have spoken to Candace every single day. She has spoken to me, but the difference between me and Candace is, listen, Candace, I never heard you refer to me as my name, Leela, or Miss Mateo. Oops, there go my last name, or Bronx girl, or alter ego perspective. So listen. So I say to Candace, Candace, we've been talking for a month or two now, and I always say your name, and I notice that you don't say my name. And then Candace says to me, this is just an example. Oh, there's no need for me to say your name. What would you think about that? Telling it, oh, hi, good morning. Not possessed. I'm possessed. I'm gonna become possessed in this mid live watch. You see, I'm all happy and cheery now, but I become possessed during the live, and that's okay. This is what we do. This makes it interesting. It's an alter ego perspective with rotating personalities. Okay, so if I'm speaking to Candace every day and she doesn't refer to me as my name, or she doesn't address me as my name, I'm like, Candace, I noticed that you never say my name. You never address me or refer to me with my name that I was born with. And Candace says to me, well, there's no reason for me to call you by your name. What would you think of Candace? Please tell me, honestly speaking. I would think Candace is disrespectful, rude, ignorant, arrogant, pompous, and just um, someone that I wouldn't want to become friends with, or even get to know or trust. So am I wrong for that? For asking Candace, why don't you refer to me as my name? And I politely say to you, good morning, Candace. How you doing, Candace? um Enjoy your day, Candace, because I know your name. You introduced me as Candace, and now you never ever once in 2 months, a month, even a couple of days said my name. How would you rate that person? How would you like label that person, or view that person? Like, this person has poor characteristics, traits, skills, whatever. Rude, not socially inclined. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong to ask Candace why she never referred to me or say my name. Like, those are small details that I pick up and notice, and I don't think it's being like confrontational. I just think it's being like, I notice small details. I am observant. That's probably one of a curse and a blessing, because like I've noticed small things that a lot of people don't, and that's what takes me and this segue me into the next topic that we're about to discuss. Okay, wait, it's a lot of more people coming in here. Good, Leo girl. Oh, sorry. Hi, good morning, Ann, Sharon, Cassandra. Tell me what's your thoughts on it. Should Candace refer to me and speak to me and call me by my name, because that's an honor and that's a sign of respect, and that's just showing that you have a decent characteristic trait about you that you acknowledge people name and you know their name? Because if we were in the street, what I was supposed to throw a rock at her head to get her attention? How else I'm going to get your attention if how else will I get your attention if I don't know your name? Let me see. I don't know Bronx because I definitely never say Leela. I met you as Bronx, and that's what I stick to. Listen, if even if you met me as Bronx, even if I introduce you to, if I introduce myself as Bronx, if I introduce myself as Alter Ego, if I introduce myself as Leela, one of those names you would have to refer to me as is still being polite and respectful. And that's what I'm talking about with some people, how they are so quick to judge another person just based on their characteristics alone. But they have small, minor details that are obvious and shown, and that you can't hide. You cannot hide yourself and from a person that you may think that people want you. Excuse me. You cannot hide yourself for long. For some people, to see who you are, to see directly who you are, because you're so transparent. Little things matters, little details, the details shows, and a lot of people. Wait, Leo, this is my backup page because my main page wasn't allowing people to see me in the chat. Okay, no problem. Yes, all I know, all of them is respect is needed in all names. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, educated people. It's not wrong for asking, because you ask, I will know that it's important to for me to do so. It's all about respect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Let me say. Yes, I know all of them respect is. Listen, because I said to the person, I never heard you call me by my name. The person was like, I don't need to call you by your name. That just turned me cold. That just made me retreat into my cocoon. That just made me become more cold and heartless. That means that, oh, so you think we can interact every day. I'm polite to you, decent to you, respectful of you, generous, and most importantly, kind gestures, and you fail to realize that in any day, I'm just saying, like, everyday life, you go around, you have to address someone by their name, the name that they introduce themselves as. That's all I'm saying. It shows a lot about people and who they are, whether they want to recognize it or not. So, and that's just how I feel. Hi, good morning, Renee. Thank you, Leo. It's all about respect. If you want respect from someone, the respect you give is the respect you earn. Respect is earned. I feel like I earn respect. I feel like I give respect. I know I give respect. I know I earn respect. So I'm going. Let's just dive into it. I'm looking at the YouTube, and YouTube has been absolutely disgusting. Candace is very good in all addressing people in their names. Let's just get into what's going on. Listen, the last 24, 48 hours has been absolutely disgusting. Absolutely telling, absolutely, how would you say it, like, revealing about. Hi, Jacqueline, Sharon, absolutely telling, revealing about a lot of people characteristics, the way they portray themselves to be something that they're not. I know that a lot of people in here are from Brave Hearts, Eagle Eyes, Raw Squad, Ladybugs, Bushwatchers, podcast listeners, replay game. However you identify yourself, this is an open discussion and an open panel. How long I've been live? For like 14 minutes. We was just about to go into the topic because the topic at hand is maybe sensitive for some of the viewers in the audience, but we're going to get into it because I titled the live a case study, right? So actually, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not at liberty, I don't have the credentials, I don't have the degree to diagnose anyone. I'm just speculating at this point, in this time, in this live. So with that being said, if you will allow me just to read the disclaimer for my benefit and to protect my chat. This is what I have to do. I got my lion and I have my elephant. We protect it. Y'all know how we do. So let's just get started. So copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips that balance in favor of fair use. Fair use don't always protect this chat, but because I am a beast, I am a savage. That's the way I was born. I can't help myself. I do have control and discipline when it comes to things of this nature. So let's just get into it. So I'm just chilling, like I do, and my head is in the clouds, and I'm just thinking, and I come across Chopping Up with Roz, deceased baby, being splattered over the YouTube streets with the title talking about, "Oh, you such a good mammy." Now, what type of person are you? What type of person when you wake up in the morning and say, because I don't like Roz, the first thing I'm going to do is stick a dagger in her heart, stick a dagger in her back. And, there's no way she can move. We're going to stagnate her. So we're going to splatter her deceased son who died tragically and untimely at the hands of a violent death, right? So what type of person think it's okay? Because many people shared the post and many people erased it also, right? So you share a post talking about, "Oh, she's a good mammy." You share a post, because of course her son's death is never going to go away. It's always going to stick with her. She's going to wake up thinking about it. She's going to go to sleep thinking about it. His spirit is all around her. He's not going to rest fully until he know his mother is okay. And she's not okay, but that's okay. She's getting the help that she needs, and she got family and support surrounded by her. Authentic support, real support, real love. Okay. So what makes a person think that they can share this woman's son or splatter all over YouTube and make disgusting excuses about it, right? Because, we don't have no time. We don't know when we're going to go. Because just like Roz lost her son at an untimely, tragically manner, you too, me too, can lose your son, your child, your children, your loved one also, right? So the people that have shared this woman's son and plaster it, trying to make make an argument that she's not a good mother. Let me ask you one of the things, because a lot of people get up here thinking they fucking smart, thinking they know what they talking about, thinking that they putting out facts, thinking they making a comparison. Right? So one person said, "Oh, because I be reading the comments of the stupid ass people in the other people chats. Like some people will be like, well, she talked about Latrice's dead child. You talking about a child that was told that would had no chance of survival? You talking about a child that did not know that they were living? You talking about a child that was like what dead before it was born?" Right? So these are the facts, right? You talking about a child, because when you want to compare her child to a grown man that has experienced life, that has grown up and took on life, that made life, have children, gave his mother some grandchildren, leaving a legacy behind, right? And you comparing it because she spoke about Latrice and her child that would have never made it. So if y'all want to get deep, dark, and disgusting, we could get deep, dark, and disgusting. Okay? That's what we can do. Plastering her son and talking about, "Oh, he was an alleged gang member." Even if he was not. Did he die? Did he pass? in a gang war? No. If I was not mistaken, it was a family dispute, right? So anyone that want to push back on me on the death of this woman's son, push back. Let me see. Let me go to the comments. Memories of her son shouldn't be shared. Ross is grieving in her own way. That part I thought was wrong. I have 3 sons and I can't imagine. Latrice was still agree. So what? How you compare a fully grown human that has grown up from the time this woman, Roz, gave birth to her son to the time of his demise, that experienced life, that knew he was alive, that knew he was living? You think Latrice deceased baby knew he was alive? Wasn't Latrice given? Because when you don't, I'm not going to even use her as a comparison. So when you use that excuse, talking about, oh, she talked about excuse me, LA's dead child. LA's dead child did not have a chance. Okay? Let's not get it twisted. Okay, let's not get it twisted. Y'all want to be disgusting, you want to be derogatory, you want to be deceptive, you want to be downright nasty and dirty. Let's get dirty. That baby that Latrice lost, right? How much life was promised to that baby? Right? For all we know, that and Latrice, this is not personally against you. These are personal attacks against your supporters that come out and say, oh, because Roz spoke so viciously about Latrice, that's why they're going to speak so viciously about Roz. 2 wrongs don't make it right. Y'all don't even know how to compare the 2. That's for one. That's for one. Okay? Let's not, even if, listen, Ross only said that about Latrice's dead child because even if she did, Latrice's dead child had not even had an ounce of chance of surviving. Okay? Let's not get into the mechanics. Let's not get into the politics of death. Okay, I lost 2 sons. It's a loss I will never get over one a year ago. It's heartbreaking. I'm sorry to hear that, Shirley. That is very sad, and that is heartbreaking that, women that has lost and suffered the loss of children have to come in here and bear this and hear this all over again. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Listen, okay, so I'm gonna go in because I don't understand. Trees don't care about the kids that's living. So what is you talking about? What Trees don't even care about the kids that's living. So what is you talking about? I don't know what you saying, Sheila. Still grief, right? You telling me that Latrice is still mourning the death of a baby that had no chance of making it, that had less chance of survival, right? No chance of survival. Here is. And let's respect his name, Mac Myron, grew up from birth. I don't know how old he was when he passed, under 30, right? He had a chance to experience life through ups and downs, right? Good or bad, he experienced life. He bared and he made children. So, how you compare a baby that had not a chance to someone that is fully grown, experienced life, that knew and aware that he was alive and kicking, to a baby that didn't have a chance? I don't give a fuck how evil I sound. I'm evil. Okay. Bronx, she's saying Trees don't care about her living kids. I don't know if that's to be true. I don't want to go there about Latrice and her living kids. I'm not saying that she do. I think she care about her babies and the way she care about them. Maybe she don't coddle them. Maybe she don't nurture them in the way that the world want her to. But I feel like she care about them. And as far as her oldest son, those nasty allegations that were brought against her, that her supporters failed to sit there and make an argument and a case about, they don't do that. They sweep it under the rug. But they are so quick to say, in the name of Latrice, because don't use Latrice's name as an excuse, right? Latrice has made her points, because I heard her talk about this woman's son. When she was grieving, when Roz was grieving, when I remember, because I told y'all I used to watch Roz. I watched Roz from not a long time ago when she first probably started and came to the forefront. I wasn't really on Roz, but I used to watch her daughter more than Roz. And I just watch Roz here and there. I just watch Roz because I thought she dressed nice, like her headboard, whatever, materialistic shit. And I just felt Roz, was cute, whatever. It's not about Roz. It's about Roz, but this particular instant. When Roz's son first passed, she went in, she was grieving. She came out, she said to her audience, her viewers, her supporters, to the world who was watching and want to know how she was doing, that she's okay, she's grieving her son, she's had the support of her family, and thank you for your support. I appreciate it. This is just verbatim, not verbatim, but I'm just speaking, I'm paraphrasing. She said that, she made a statement, she went back. Latrice came out, and this was a long time ago, and said, she was given this vision. This is not verbatim, this is paraphrasing, that death would happen, right? She made nasty, disgusting visions about Roz's son when he died. Talking about, oh, God don't play with me. Oh, he don't? No, he playing with you a whole lot. To the point where you think that you cannot be criticized, you can't be dealt with, you can't be brought down a few notches. So you made attacks against, I'm talking to her supporters, LA supporters, that you made attacks against this woman first. I saw it, I heard it, I seen it. I thought it was absolutely disgusting that you were so bold to say that you had a vision and you knew that her son would pass. You had no remorse. You had no sympathy. You had no empathy. You did not care. So what the hell are y'all saying, right? So Sharita and her Sharita way, she decided to scatter Roz's son, Mac Myron, and we're using his name respectfully. We're not using his name as a case study. We're not using his name in a way to make ourselves look good, like we're better than Roz. Roz is better than no one. No one is better than Roz. Okay? Does she have her problems? Yes, she does. Does she have her character flaws? Yes, she do. I do. You do. We all do. Okay? So let me see. Roz had tried to ruin LA's life for over a year. No, she haven't. LA come here every single day. Well, I don't even watch her no more. But it's not about LA. Excuse me, hey you. It's not about LA. And if we're gonna, I'm gonna refer to her as Try Me Now. Decided to, because I don't know whatever possessed her to show videos of this man in an unflattering light. I don't care if this man, he's a man, he died as a man. He died as a man. He died as a father. He died as a son. He died as a brother. He died as a nephew. Okay? A human being image is circulated around in inaccurate facts. Okay? He's not the only one, and I can't even depict if that's a gang sign. I can't even depict if that's his bro sign, because a lot of people in the hood, they have their own handshakes. Okay, let's not get it twisted. A lot of people get shit twisted, right? So what? Let's just say, so what for a moment if he was in a gang? So what? Right? Everybody talking about this bullshit. Talking about, oh, I love my child unconditionally. Roz loved her son unconditionally too, more than most people would, if they felt like he was a troubled kid. And then she had to come back and show a different image of him in a different way, in a different light. Him interacting with his children, him working, him having a decent, she said, what, a business, right? So what? You sitting there judging her son. He's not even here to defend himself because you hate his mother, right? So I'm not the one to say like, oh, karma is going to get Sharita. I'm not saying that. Whatever she endure, I bet you any amount of money that she don't sleep well at night. Believe me, I bet you the people that shared Roz's son and talking about, oh, look at this man, he don't sleep well at night. Those people suffer from bitterness, anger, anxiety, grogginess, whatever makes you miserable. That's what you suffer from. Okay? So I don't know what I don't know what people are saying. I don't know what people are trying to convey when they share this man's image in an unflattering light. Okay, it's absolutely nasty and disgusting, and like and f you to the people that showed his image and they took it down. If you about it and you a G, why you took it down? Right? Why would you attach your name to something like that? Inclusion guru, you took that shit down. You mess up a lot. You say shit and you have to take it back because you have to apologize or say, I've been misconstrued. I've been misunderstood. You are deceitful and deceptive. I don't like the way you are coming into this arena. You are trying to get in where you fit in. You look right at that camera, bring this man's name up in vain. And people are telling you, oh my gosh, you articulate so well. You are so well spoken. I like the way you elaborate and explain things. You elaborate on nothing. You pinpoint nothing. You are hateful. You are ugly in nature. And I'm directing this towards you is because you're trying to act like you're somebody you're not. You are not a guru. I heard you say on one of your lives that you were so upset by the live that Roz did when she came on my panel because Roz called you bell pepper nose. I didn't even know Roz called you that. I just thought it was funny that you almost was so angry that you was riding down the street in your car and you could have caused an accident. That's how upset you were. How could these words that has nothing to do with you at all, just insults, calling you bell, you got mad because she called you bell pepper nose, that was going to have you cause an accident on the street? Right? I see the comments. I'm coming to the comments. I'm just looking out my window, right? So in the guru, the self-proclaimed guru, you should be careful how you approach things about case studies. You're not a doctor. You have not said that once in any of one of your lives. I don't care if you're a teacher or not. Teach in your class. Don't teach on these YouTube streets because your misinformation and your misguidance could lead to a lot of heartache and pain. Right? People are looking at you like as if you are some type of Jim Jones. That is scary. Let me read the chat. I told you I become possessed. And we are 31 minutes into the live. Did I become possessed or not? If I became possessed, put the devils up in chat. Let's see. Why addressing everyone but Sweet Tea giving me scary vibes? Listen, you so messy. I don't have to address Sweet Tea. I just said I'm making it general. If you Sweet, listen, we're not gonna just. I'm calling out inclusion guru because she's a guru. Okay, her name is Inclusion Guru, right? I'm talking about her. I'm only calling her name out because she stands out. Let's not start anything we don't have to start. Sweet Tea, she's wrong too. India, she's wrong too. She stand up there and say, oh my gosh, I'm on the side of right. That hoe ain't once got up here and said, I denounce all of these hoes that's sitting there trying to make a comparison to Roz's son. This hoe said, and now I'm going into a different personality. This hoe, the Jezebel, the vampire, because you are special to me. You will stay close to my heart forever. Whatever we talked about in the past will stay here forever and ever. Okay, Jezebel, the vampire, you have not got on your platform on top of the mountain and shout out from the mountaintop and tell everybody, please, God don't like this. This is ugly. God would not appreciate you hoes sitting there comparing a woman that lost her child in an untimely fashion, tragically, at the hands of violence. Denounce all you hoes that's sitting there comparing her to LA or trying to use an excuse, say, oh my God, she went up to LA so viciously. Oh, really? Okay. LA still making money, she say. LA says she's still thriving. She says she still could go out and walk and talk and do the things that normal people do. She has not been isolated in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay? Any shape, form, or fashion has she been isolated from Roz making commentary on her. But she do get a rise out of her content creators, her reaction channels reacting to Roz. It's a lot of things I wish Roz wouldn't do, such as reply to a lot of the things. But when it comes to Mac Myron, her baby, her son, and I was looking at a video of him when he was getting in the car and she said they was going out to eat and he looked directly into the camera. You know, he looked innocent, even though whatever he was doing with his friends, that's what kids do. That's what children do. You know, my children, I have questions about them if they are in a gang or not. Listen, children, when they grow up, they become their own people. We are there for them to a certain degree, and we pull back. Okay? I don't know. Wait. Oh, what the hell is going on? I don't know what the hell is going on. Let me go to the chat because the chat is going by a little bit fast. Why do care how it's Stern? I don't know what that means? Because call all of the wicked bitches out Bronx sick out the sinister. Right. I'm gonna call them out. You know, so SK, go F yourself. So you're just right. I don't know what SK did. You know, Bronx, you make a good attorney, but I object. You are painting Roz as a saint, and she's not. No, I did. Janice, I have heard things come out her mouth that's right. Janice, let's stick to this. Excuse me, I'm gonna pin your comment just for a moment, Janice. I appreciate your feedback and your honesty, but of course, Roz has said some nasty, disgusting things, right? But does that compare? Because she said some nasty, disgusting things that she is just revealing who people are. I don't like the way Roz give content on Latrice's children. I feel like her children, Latrice's children, have a much chance as her children, right? If Nana could become a lawyer, excuse me, little baby daughter of Latrice can become a doctor, right? If I'm just saying Nana names because she's known. She's a public figure. She's an attorney. So I don't think I would get in that much trouble by saying her name. She is an attorney. And she can become attorney at the age of 2. Nana can become, LA's daughter, the little baby, the daughter, her only daughter, can become a doctor at the age of 10, right? You are who you are. Do I think that Raj should pull back on her commentary and water it down? Yes. Right? Do Roz have to offer all of her advice to LA at one time? No. Do Roz have to throw red meat out to the crowd? No. She doesn't. Can she be a little bit more nicer in her commentary? Yes. Is Roz perfect? Hell no. Does she got details that I could point out to? Yes. Right? Listen. She got the support of her daughters. If I had daughters like that, I would want them to support me too, ride or die. My boys support me too. They know I'm a beast. They know I'm a savage. They know that mommy doesn't play no games. They get it worse than y'all do. You know, Janice. So I understand that where you coming from when you say that. I feel that whatever she say, it is not like excuse me. It doesn't mean that you have to go like talking about her baby, right? Someone she gave birth to, someone she raised, someone she nurtured, someone she groomed into who he was into the time of his passing, right? So if you get kicks off of her son passing, then you are the disgusting person that people think humans are. I'm sorry. Let me see if I could go to this. Oh gosh. Let me see if I could go to these comments. Oh, here we go. Ayana. I'm going to go down and I'm going to come up. Listen, I do understand your take, but what do you think of Ross speaking of dead children, such as Tanya's baby, Tree's baby, and even Coco's dead mom? Listen, that doesn't compare to a baby that was birthed. If you are a mother in this chat, right, we know we carry a baby for 9 months. We nurture the baby. We talk to the baby. We groom the baby. We love the baby inside of our womb before the baby passed through the canal, right? We do this inside of the womb. Some babies come out and they don't have a chance at life. That was Latrice's baby, right? If you are still in here and you want me to get dark, down, dirty, just like other people, I will. I have your permission? When I had Zachary, they was telling me, listen, there could be a chance that the baby have not scoliosis, some I forgot, right? Because we're not gonna get into that, but they were saying I should explore my options, and I was like, no, I don't believe it. It's only markers. It's not accurate. It's not telling that he will be born with a deformity, right? And they try to encourage you, not tell you exactly you should get rid of the baby because he may suffer lifelong problems in life. So I didn't believe them. He didn't. Only thing, he was an autistic, and autistic children are beautiful. They are smart. They are beautiful, and they are more beautiful than normal people in this world. I can show you that for a fact. Latrice's baby didn't have a chance of survival, right? So let's just put that in the box. Roz raised her baby. She nurtured her baby. She probably had ups and downs with him. He a boy. He managed. He disrespectful. My boys are disrespectful. My boys talk back. She can't sit there and how you say escort him or be by his house 24/7. So even if he had like a phase he was going through allegedly, and he decided to sign up for a gang, Roz had nothing to do with that. Okay. Now Tanya's baby, I don't know about Tanya's baby, right? So even if Roz did speak about Tanya's baby, it was a baby, not a fucking human. She didn't raise a human baby, and then she didn't raise a baby from birth until 30, under 30, and the baby passed away at the age of a human age. Okay? Certain things you can get over and experience. Of course, you probably still experience that trauma because you lost a baby, and cannot compare Roz's child, her son, that human that grew up, to a man that had children of his own, that interacted with the world on a daily basis, to fetuses. Y'all listen. I'm wrong. Why am I wrong, Ayana? Non-verbal or verbal? He's verbal. He's verbal, SK. Have you not heard him speak? SK, I don't want to give it to you today, SK. This is not about Zachary. Roz apologized for that about Tanya baby. She apologized. A baby is a human, right? But did he grow up to be a human? Did the baby that died, that had no chance at life, have a chance to be a full-grown human being? Where he pay taxes, he work, he go to school, he interact with other people. Don't play with me. Here we go. Thank you. I am Unique Villamar. Excuse me. Ask me why. It's still human, even if it's in the womb. Well, we're not going to get into scientific facts because I don't want to turn into a political discussion. But I understand what you're saying, Unique. I'm not human right now. I'm the devil. And I'm speaking with the devil. Wait. Oh gosh, sometimes when I come before the panel, the audience, something just take over me. This is a multi-personality chat, but I also want to welcome everyone and their feedback. And I also want to welcome everyone to be comfortable enough to come and just, how you say it, share their opinions. Hi, Rochelle. Don't laugh at me. How you know I was laughing at you? I'm sorry. See, that's with the chat. We put. Listen, I love you guys. Even if I don't like you, I love you. I'm the type of person that love people until you do me wrong. Let's see. The chat is going. I wish Candace could just answer questions in the chat. I just wish she had the advantage because the comments are going. This channel is a joke. Ha, ha, ha. This channel is not a joke. You're a joke for coming up here and saying this channel is a joke. Let me read in. I mean, to be honest, Bronx, my daughter was 6 years old. I had a chance to bond with her, and she was taken away from me soon. That still hurts. November 6th approaching me fast. That's a human. She wasn't a baby. She wasn't like a fetus. She wasn't, I don't know. She's your 6-year-old is still a baby. I still call Alan the baby. I mean Alan. Oh, he must be in my spirit right now. Y'all know Alan. That's my 22-year-old son. He's doing great things. We don't get along. He's learning life. He got freaked up, twisted ways of thinking too. And I gotta let him know that's not how you get far in life as a human being, as a functioning adult. You don't think like this. You're supposed to approach life with a decent approach, with an easy approach. You know what I mean? A baby is still a human, right? A baby is still a human. But do you mean to tell me that Latrice and Tanya is still suffering because they lost the baby in the womb? I mean, out of the womb, as soon as it came out the womb? Do you think they still suffering like Roz will suffer for the rest of her life? Mac Myron's death impacted everyone around him. Everyone that loved him, everyone he came in contact with. He has children. He had a mother, he had a father, he had a sister, he had a brother, he had an aunt, aunties, uncles, grandmothers, godparents. So he impacted people around him with his untimely death. Who in Latrice's family, who in Tanya's family is grieving their baby that they lost like 20 years ago? Tanya's baby was 6 months old. Still, do you think she's still suffering the loss of a 6-month-old baby? She done had like children after that. She had grandchildren after that. So for her to, and maybe still be with her, it may still, affect her and traumatize her. But if you heard, Roz's story on how she lost her son, the tragic loss, who would you have more compassion and sympathy for? Roz or Tanya? Roz or LA? Let's keep it 100. Oh, gosh. We have someone coming to the chat. SK is up here to give her opinion. Welcome to the chat. Hello.
Hey, beautiful. Hey,
Hi.
beautiful.
Hi, SK. How you doing? Thank you. How are
It's
you?
beautiful. It's Brooklyn. It's a Brooklyn beautiful day.
It is a New York City day. You came up here to bring some of that Brooklyn swag, or what you got the floor.
Okay, so ask me a question.
So do you have any misunderstandings or any like gripes that you have
I
towards?
feel. Oh, okay, let me let you because I know how
No,
you
I'm
always say
asking,
you.
do you have any um questions about the live that I'm conducting right now?
Oh,
Um,
it's a lot of different things that I have questions for, but I'm not. I respect you. You know.
Say it, speak
Um,
your piece, because I'm a savage, I'm a beast. So
yeah, I
here,
know you are, and you from Bronx, and I could beat you too. Okay.
listen, we here, we talking. What? Speak your
Nah,
piece.
I know how to fight too. I know how to use my words and my language as well.
Well, I
Okay.
don't fight. I'm too cute to fight. My wardrobe is too nice. My kids love me. My father loved me. I'd rather take a bitch out with a nice leather piece.
You gonna drag me out?
No, 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 no. I want you to tell me what's your
Okay, okay. So you say you're neutral, but you're not really neutral. You're not because you have been on like you're not neutral, Bronx,
in which way.
and all the it which you in every single way you're not neutral.
That is
You're
that's a general
you're
statement for. Uh-huh.
okay. So look, okay. For instance, for my example, okay.
Yeah.
Let me just give you my example, right? Right? All right.
I'm listening.
You
I'm listening.
are boasting of Roz, and she's not always right.
So what she's not right about? Because anything you bring up here about Roz, I'm gonna rebut. Go ahead, since I'm not neutral. Go ahead, I'm listening. Because I have spoke about
So
Roz.
listen,
I,
like we
eh,
was like, I'm listening. I'm hearing everything. Yeah, we got kids that got they smoke weed. Yeah, that happens. You know where we come from, right? But
mhm.
she always okay. Let me lower my voice, okay? Because I'm
You
from
good, baby. You got Lord. Talk at the tone you want to speak at. This is free will. We don't hold
okay.
nobody back.
But she act like she's so perfect, and she don't do nothing to hurt other people feelings, and that's not okay. And you always like make it okay for her, and that's not okay
Oh,
with me.
really? So me talking about Roz and her little nasty ass commentary against Latrice and her baby and Latrice parenting skills, that's not like having a neutral side and a neutral opinion, because how long have you been following me? SK from Brooklyn.
Forever from the
Forever.
beginning.
So do you know that when I
But and
first
you
started,
know we had our conversations on the side, and I
yeah,
tell you when you're wrong, right
I
or
don't
wrong,
mind people
right or
telling me
wrong.
I'm wrong. But let's just go down the timeline. So if anybody is in here, because I met a lot of Raw supporters when I was doing Latrice commentary, right?
I'm not like okay. All right, I'm gonna be.
Listen, let me just lay it out on the line so you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. I just didn't come in talking about Roz is the best person ever. You like she's a fucking angel or she's so angelic and majestic. She could get it too. You know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
how it
She just
sounds like.
no, she did it too. You know what I mean? I know you have
So
heard
give
this.
it to her then.
What you want me to say about Roz? Speak your piece. What you want me to
I
say
mean,
about Roz? You are here to say you have every right here, free will, free thinking, to lay it out on the line what you think about
I
Roz
don't really
in the nastiest way. Say it. If you have a problem with Roz,
the
say it in a
that
nasty way, please.
fuck
Say
out of
it in a
here.
nasty way
Fuck out of here.
about Roz.
Yo, she act like she was. Yeah, she does. She act like she's so perfect. She
See,
does, and she hurts other people. She talk about everybody. She everybody that you know on this platform. They know that she hurts other people. Okay, with her words, her mouth. She does the same thing. It's no back and forth with that.
you just said SK from Brooklyn because I'm being
Yeah,
nice because
fuck
I'm a
out
nice
of.
person.
You said
Psych.
what's the first thing I can say? I say fuck out of here. Okay.
Who's that fuck out of here towards Roz?
I mean, it's just like it's a okay. You
I'm laughing. I'm laughing at the chat. I want to read your chat, but I'm still waiting for
all right?
SK to
So
plead
it's
her
okay.
case.
Okay, I ain't look. I ain't. I'm not even watching this. Okay, but
No, I'm
whatever.
watching the chat. The chat is funny.
If they like what? What they? I don't even know. I don't know. I
I
don't
just
care.
want you. Listen.
Fuck out of here. Like you make it seem like Roz is so perfect. Like
All
you
right, so let
you're
me give my
defending
commentary on
her.
Roz right
And
now.
she's wrong at times.
Let me let
She's
me say
wrong.
let me say something right now, since you don't know how to say what you want to say. So you want me to be your alter ego right now, SK? I'm
I
on.
already
I'm
said
S.
what I said. It's like fuck out of here.
I'm
Like, yo.
SK. I'm SK from Brooklyn, and all I gotta say is fuck Roz. That bitch thinks she's so motherfucking perfect. She sit up on her fucking pedestal talking about people hurting people's feelings. She have a disregard of other people's life. She think that she could come to the platform and say what she want to say when she want to say it. Collect money, scam people,
I ain't say no
deceive people.
scam. I ain't say that.
No,
No,
no, no,
no,
no.
no.
People talk.
I
You
ain't
just
say
said I'm
that.
not
No, I
neutral,
didn't say
but
that
this is what
part.
the people
No.
are
I
saying.
don't believe that she was a scammer. No, I don't believe that. Okay? All
Oh,
right?
so I just gave you what you wanted, and you still not satisfied with that.
No, but everything else besides the scammer.
Oh, so okay, so let's leave the scammer out. So let's go again. SK from Brooklyn. I'm playing her alter ego. So fuck Ross. She sit on the pedestal. She thinks she's so angelic and majestic. She got these people sitting there praising her in an unhealthy way, not telling her when or how she should be. She needs to stop talking about Latrice Allen's kids because her child and her children are not perfect. She just experienced some type of traumatizing event that she would never get over ever in life. She would never heal from it. So you know what,
Okay.
Roz?
All
Because
right.
you spoke. No, let me finish.
All right. Are
Because you
you
said
you from the Bronx, yo? You from the Bronx. Like that ain't nothing new. Like what are you talking about? Like that
what.
yes, like that we all go through that. We
Uh,
live in New York
I
City.
laid it on the line for you how you wanted me to say that's not satisfying.
Well, she's still not a. I don't think that she's a scammer. Okay,
She
but
don't think she's
we
a scammer.
all
What do
we
you?
all like you from the Bronx. You the crazy rock. Like nobody gonna go to the Bronx. Okay, so like
Mhm.
she don't get no reward because she lost a son. Like come on now.
What type of reward would you get for losing a child?
There's no reward. That's my point. You don't have no reward. because you lost your child. Like it's nothing.
What do you
It's
mean by
nothing.
that? I'm about to. Can I be hostile with you? What do you mean by that?
Okay,
Because you
listen.
want to talk about I'm from the you. You want to talk about RJ Dub is in the building. That's so sweet of you to come by. Thank you, RJ Dub, for gracing your presence in this
She
chat.
doesn't. Everybody, it's nothing, and you notice, like unless you don't go outside to the bodega, Bronx. Okay,
Oh,
you know that it happens. It's nothing like okay, so she gotta get a superstar because she lost her son. Like respectfully, like I understand that when you lose a child, I mean it's hard.
how
Okay,
you know it's hard?
but
How do you know it's hard?
because I okay, let me
How do you
explain.
know it's hard
Let
that a
me
person lost their child? How?
okay.
Fuck it, y'all want to get nasty and disgusting? Let's get
Yeah,
nasty and
we
disgusting.
going let's talk about it, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was 10 years old. My grandfather killed my grandmother.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I walked in the room and I saw it.
Right. Your
So
grandmother killed your
so what is it?
grandfather. Your
My
grandmother.
grandfather, yes, my grandfather killed my grandmother. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like what like what how you gonna compare it?
Wait a second. You just said that Roz, right? Did let me just get this clear for a second, please. Did you not just say that she should not get no special treatment? I'm paraphrasing now because she lost a son. Did you not
It's
just say that?
No, yes, I do. I feel like that. Like it's like how many like when she's on line on and
Hold on,
sharing
SK. Let me address Oh My. I never said that Oh My. I'm just saying that listen, when you
like
the
it's
loss
a
of a
grief. Everybody handles grief differently.
right. Let me
Okay.
just SK, hold on for a second, please. SK from Brooklyn. Let me just address Oh My before I lose your full subscription. What I'm saying to SK, I'm to Oh My is Roz gave birth to a child that she groomed. It's not groomed,
And
that
how
she
many?
nurtured. Let me
You know
just
how
speak to
many
Oh
women?
My for a
You know how
second.
many
Let me
women?
SK,
My
SK,
mother lost a child too.
SK,
Like it's like you
SK.
get over it. Like come on now.
SK, let me speak to Oh My because I'm going to be a little bit sensitive to Oh My. Anyone that
Okay.
loses a child in the womb at any age, it's a grieving process. It's a traumatic experience. I can only imagine, right? So all I'm trying to do is make
So is it a difference between when you have a miscarriage and you lose a baby?
it's a
Like
big difference. It's a big difference. You know what?
wow.
Let's not talk
Okay.
about Roz's death. And oh my, are you
I'm
listening,
not like I
please?
don't
Oh my, please
listen.
listen to me. SK, just chill
Respectfully,
out for a second.
in case she's listening.
Oh my, listen to me for a second. I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone that has lost a child. I have the deepest sympathy for anyone that loses a child at the hands of violence, at birth, at any way in any form. Oh my! I'm not saying that it takes away from a mother losing their child. I'm not saying it's better or worse. I'm just saying that Roz raised a baby from birth that she gave birth to, that she gave a name to, that she nurtured, that she fed, that she took care of. Right? She lost her child before her death. That's untimely. That's unnatural. What I'm saying is, so when
I
people,
can't talk.
you talking now, when people,
All right, so let me say something. So if that was the case, how do you think that when she spoke on Blossom, beautiful Blossom, okay, a DV situation, how do you think her mother felt?
what the hell are
Miss
you talking
Miss
about?
Ross, Miss Ross,
I did
respectfully,
drop the
she
link,
talked
Renee.
too much. She talked too much and she don't think about what she's
I dropped
saying.
the link. What the, listen, everybody is
when
giving it to
when
you raw in
when
the chat
Blossom
though.
when she said, "Oh, I'd never be dragged. I'd never be in an abusive relationship." How you think that? How her mother felt?
Okay, so listen. RJ Dub is in the building. RJ Dub is a content creator because RJ Dub
I'm
is in
gonna
the
drop
building.
down. I'm gonna drop down because I'm telling you what I heard,
You
and
think
it
your point
hurt
was
me.
made? Do you think your point was made on this chat in this
I
camera
know.
in this
You let
time
me
right
know.
now?
You let me know.
No, it wasn't made.
All
It was
right. Well.
discombobulated. It was distorted. It was hallucinations. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Now, listen.
Yeah, hey, let the world know. You know, Bronx is the craziest place. Nobody from Brooklyn goes to the Bronx, and nobody from the Bronx comes to Brooklyn. Hey, everybody know that, okay? Right or wrong?
No, I haven't been to Brooklyn, but if I had money, I would move to Brooklyn, Cobble Hill. Okay, I don't know what type of. What you grew up in red houses? You fucking
Red,
where you from? Red houses, pink houses. Where the fuck you from? SK.
what's wrong with pink houses? No, wait. You know we crazy too, okay?
You so messy. I can't address everyone that talked about Roz because there's so many people that spoke
No,
about him.
no, no, for real, no. I grew up, no, for real. I grew up in, okay, Brooklyn Heights, okay?
Mm. Hi,
Geralamo
hi, Kiss
too.
by the Sun. Are you here?
Hey,
Geralamo too. Okay, I
Bronx.
hope they can spell all that,
All right,
okay?
SK. Let me talk for a minute.
Go ahead,
Sorry.
boo.
Hi, SK. Just saying hi
Uh,
to everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Bronx. It's
How you
been a
doing?
while. It's been a
Yeah,
while
it
since
has
I've been
been.
on your panel. I didn't even know, honestly, that you had another page until Roz had mentioned it. You know,
Oh,
right?
thank
Yeah,
you.
I had no idea that you had another page. I'd have been over here, girl. But
Yes, thank
anyway, how
you.
you doing?
I'm
okay,
fine. I'm
before we go any
fine.
further, Geralamo, Brooklyn Heights, okay?
SK, let Kiss by the Sun talk. You can either stay here and
All right,
respect the
kids.
panel, or you can
All
drop
I just
right.
down and
wanna
go. Or you could go down in the chat and let them eat your ass alive.
They ain't gonna
all
happen.
right. Roz is not here, right? So
No.
like she can't talk for herself, and I'm not talking for Roz either. I'm talking from from my aspect, from how I see things as another mother who has lost a child. Okay. You know, number one, SK, you never get over it. You never get over losing a child. Roz will always get a pass with me. And I'm not saying she's right on everything that she do. She is not. She is of the flesh. We all are of the flesh. She has said it many times and have came up here and apologized. But over time, again and again and again and again, nobody can look past that and see it. She has said it over and over again. The only time she's ever come for somebody in that way, and I'm not saying it's right for her to do it either, okay?
Right.
Because I would never speak on someone's deceased. You know why? Because I look at it from a different aspect. And I'm from the Bronx too, by the way, born and raised. I look at it from a different aspect. I look at birth and death as being very spiritual and very sacred. And it's not to be something to be messed with or played with at all. If you knew your ancestry and you went back to this, you would know that it's nothing to be played with at all. And to whomever messes or speaks ill of the deceased, really, you got to do some work on yourself. You better get on your knees. You better get on your
I,
knees and do some
I
work
agree with you.
on yourself, okay? And that includes Roz or anybody else, okay?
I agree. Yeah,
I'm
but that
going,
includes her
I'm
too, because
going
she
to
does.
say, let me finish. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. If you have never lost a child, okay, even if you have, my grief is not Roz's grief, okay? My pain is not her pain. No one could never feel what I went through, the dark place that I was in, what it took me to get through. And this was 11 years ago, okay? And today it still triggers, it still affects me. Okay. When Roz came and she spoke on other people in a negative way, deceased, living, whatever it is, it's because she was poked and pushed and pushed. Yes, she has spoke on Treese, right? And she didn't speak ill about her kids initially. Initially, she did not initially until Treese came for her kids. Okay. That's when Roz went tit for tat for her on that. All right. But it was always in retaliation. She's come up here many of times over and over and over again and said it's been in because of retaliation, because of retaliation. But nobody is hearing that. Everybody is always spinning it. She has also come up here and have apologized about speaking about people's children or the deceased and stuff like that. She's come up here and apologized, but yet she's picked and she's probed and probed and picked and probed, all the time. All the
Okay.
time.
So
And that's
can
fair.
I say
Not
something?
fair.
Can I say something right now?
Yes.
All right. My my heart and my condolences goes out to you. Okay?
Thank you.
Because you're right. I had a miscarriage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I never. I have one. I'm a mother of one. Okay.
Yes.
So I understand when you say, okay, did you lose something? Yes, I have. I
Yeah.
had. Okay. So I'm wanting to send my condolences if that makes any sense to you.
Same to you. Same to you. Because it doesn't matter
Yeah,
at
I get it.
what point.
But,
It doesn't
but
matter at what point you lose a child. A baby is still a baby. His
they,
baby is
yes,
in your
it's
womb.
right.
Yeah.
And if you carry and I carried my
Yeah.
second child and I lost my second child.
Yeah.
Okay. So I get that. But I think that I think that it's like she's like God or something. Like she's not God.
No, no, this is the thing. This is the thing. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna explain to you why I say Roz gets a pass with me. Okay.
Okay.
Not and I'm not excusing her coming to speak on anybody else, right? I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is why she gets a pass on me because I know 11 years ago where I was. It was dark. It was very, very dark. I had a stillbirth. Okay, my first daughter, and I have her ashes
Yeah. So
next to
I
my
can
bed every
so I
night.
can relate to you. I can relate to that.
Right. So what I'm saying is that there is a grieving process that happens. There's a process that
Well,
happens.
she need to shut the shit to. Okay, okay. I'm not gonna be Brooklyn. She need to be quiet and grieve. Okay.
No, no, no. She doesn't have to be quiet. That's not fair either. This is also an outlet for her.
Wait,
But
Okay.
she's
SK. I mean,
hurting other
excuse me.
people in
Kiss
the
by the
midst of it
sun.
all.
Kiss by the sun.
Listen,
Mary's here. Let
can
me
I
say
explain to
something real
you?
quick. Just
Okay.
Let me let me
let me
explain something. Like this is the
SK,
reason why.
SK, SK, SK. You know what you're doing? You being a fucking agitator. Don't agitate people. I know what you're doing. It's fine by me, but I know what you're doing. You being an agitator right now. That's what you're being. And it's not cool. Okay? You're not going to get the answer you're looking for in the fashion that you're looking for it. You
Just
cannot
open up your
compare your
heart. Open
miscarriage
your
to a
mind.
grown ass baby. Sorry.
SK. SK, open your mind to see someone else's perspective also. Open your open your heart and open your mind to also look at it from another side, another coin.
Right.
Okay? It's not
My
only
cousin. Let me say something. Okay, Bronx, can I say something?
Can you say it respectfully, Mary? Are you in here,
I'm
Mary?
going.
I'm here. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Let's welcome Mary to the panel because
Hi
you.
Mary.
Hi, Mary. Can you hear us, Mary?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Do you want to say something before Kiss by the Sun and SK? Because SK, you was up here first. Let everybody talk. Brooklyn to the Bronx. Go ahead, Mary, please.
Hello, Brian, and thank you. And Kat.
Hi.
I basically just wanted to get on the panel, and um, sometimes I feel like people just need to stop and just and look at the big picture. I think we all are seeing. I'm thinking we all are seeing the same thing. We watch each person. So I'm trying to. It's like when you watch something, everybody get a different view or a different understanding of what
Mhm,
you're watching, and we're all watching the same thing. Now
mhm.
I have been following Roz since day one. I've also been
I have too.
I followed Treese since she was living back in Florida in Bradenton. I stopped watching her when she started doing some foul things. And then Roz came out and she started speaking the truth. A lot of times you have to understand people don't like the truth. People don't like change. People want to see the same thing the same
Mhm.
way. And if you try to come and bring truth to the matter, whether they don't want to understand it or they try to buck against it, Ross speak in defense. Now I wanted to get on the panel because everybody was saying, well, Ross be speaking on people dead, mamas, dead babies, dead fathers.
Retaliation.
She only speaks in defense. She don't come and just say, well, let me tell you about such and such old dead baby.
Right.
Somebody, Tanya came and spoke on Ross'
Hmm.
mother.
Yes, she
So
did.
Ross is in, because my mother passed 5 years, and it chokes me up to even think about her. You know, so if someone was to come and retaliate and say, well, let me tell you about Mary's old dead mama. Well, you better believe I'm gonna come and tell you about your dead such and such, whatever you got dead also. But I wanted to say, let me calm down. Ross came and spoke in defense. People come and speak on Ross' son, her
Hmm.
mom, to get a reaction from Ross.
Hmm.
And she tries to not come back and speak on it, but sometimes she's human, I'm human, and it hits a spot where you just come back and you okay, and she's just gonna fire back. Well, you talked about my dear mama, let me talk about, and that's what happens. People just out here just saying, well, she out here speaking about such and such dead mama. Well, she's only
Can
speaking
I
about
ask a question?
dead mama because you
Can I ask a question?
first.
Who's that? SK speaking?
Yes. Can I ask a question respectfully?
Respect.
Bronx,
No,
let me know.
we're not dismissing that, RJ Dub. RJ Dub, we're not dismissing that at all.
Thank you,
Okay.
Kiss by the
He
Sun.
Roz did not come out here with, I don't believe, was ill intention. Okay. When she came
I
out
don't
with,
believe that. I don't believe it either.
I don't
I
believe that
don't.
Roz came out with ill. She
I
saw
don't.
things.
I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Listen,
But everybody is like making it seem like Roz is like this perfect person, and then
Who's
She's
she's
making
not.
someone seem
She's
like
not
that?
everybody
perfect.
this perfect people have different understanding. People have different they're gonna I've come to understand that people are gonna believe what they're gonna believe, whether it's good, right, wrong, or different. Whatever they want to believe or whatever, everybody don't see the light at the same time. We have to understand that there are different levels of understanding. She may not understand what we're saying at this moment. Like they say, the roaches don't scatter all at the same time the light come on. You have some that just sit there. They
well.
want to,
Thank God I got that problem.
so everybody don't have the same understanding at the same time. Sometimes they
Right, but y'all give her a pass when she hurt other people. Like for
These
instance,
folks,
let me give you an example,
SK,
okay?
wait, I need you to drive your point home because you're not making a point.
Okay,
Pinpoint
so
what you want to say. You are
okay,
agitated right now, and that's okay. But
no, it's
you
okay. I'm gonna
they're
talk. I'm gonna
still
speak
missing
about.
it. They're missing it. They're missing what you guys are missing what we are trying to say. You're not getting
Now, what I'm
what we're
can
trying
I
to
say
say.
something? Can I say something?
Okay, you're still not going to understand. Leave the
I don't need no
discussion.
understanding.
No, but
yes, you
the thing
do.
about it is, once your mind is very tunnel vision. You have a tunnel vision.
Okay,
You only see things
uh,
one way.
okay. Can I talk?
what is SK wanted to say? What are
But
you
the thing about it is, SK, you have already spoken.
Bronx, can
You
I talk?
said,
Yes, go ahead, SK. Let's let SK
okay?
talk for the
okay.
moment. Because I
Okay.
feel like if you say something that's like trying to agitate or get a rise because of your little personal feelings towards Roz, I'm just gonna mute you from the Brooklyn to the Bronx. You know what I mean? Like shit. Let's not get gully up here. You came up here with the intentions
Period.
of disrupting
No,
the
I got
chat.
bacon. I got bacon, egg, and cheese. Okay.
Now you gotta
So
face the fire. Either you want to stay up here
You up
and
here
you want
talking about bodegas and like corner grocery stores. Like, what are you saying up here? That
okay.
don't rep New York City. What New York City got to do with a dead baby? A dead child. Like, I don't understand
Okay. So what does DV have? What does domestic violence got to do with it?
let me
who
address
said domestic
RJ Dub
violence? What
real
are you
quick,
talking
please.
about?
Let me
So
address RJ
I
Dub.
got
If I could just
Bronx,
ask the panel to
Bronx.
just fall back for a
Right.
little.
And
Because
everybody's like attacking me right now. Okay.
no,
But
no,
what
no. You're going to
happened?
get attacked. But hold on. I'm going to attack
Yeah,
you, and
I'm
the panel's
okay.
going to
Like
attack you.
I'm
Treese
fully
told
loaded.
Ross to stop. and Roz refused. So it's now harassment. You can't force to help someone or give them
I'm
advice.
not wrong.
So RJ Dub,
Listen,
I don't
Leela,
understand how you have a
Leela,
one-track
can you hear
mind
me?
when it
Can you hear
comes
the
to
word?
Latrice, because they both were going at
you're
each
not going
other
to change
throats.
RJ Dub mind.
Okay.
RJ Dub is only going to see the things that she wants to see. That's
Can
it.
I
She's
can I
done.
talk now?
She's
I thought
done.
I was
She's not gonna change her
I thought
mind.
I thought I was able to talk. Oh no.
Wait,
Am I?
She
girl.
drunk. She drunk.
Yo, SK,
Y'all
you still there?
crazy.
What? Spell it. Spell that word. Spell it.
SK, are you still there? Because if
Spell
you're
it.
not going
Spell it right now. Okay?
SK, if you're
Spell
not going
what?
to respect the chat, I'm gonna just drop you like a bad habit. So, are you going to
And
say
you
what you
I,
want to
crazy.
say?
I'm just
yes,
looking at the
I want
comments.
to. I want to say what I gotta say.
Say,
Okay?
talk, please.
So look, when you go through
Girl,
domestic violence,
what is
am
she
I gonna
talking about
talk?
domestic violence?
I'm gonna can I talk?
Okay.
Rise, Rise, Miss Rise, she made it very clear, like, oh, domestic violence, like, okay, well, if you live in the hood or if a man hits you, I would never. Like, that's
What are you
not
talking
okay.
about? Girl, get your life together. First of all, SK, get it together, boo. Because first of all, I can't even understand your analogy.
So spell it.
You're
Spell
not
it,
I'm about to
dude.
listening.
drop you, SK. We don't
Get your
tolerate.
life together, girl. Go ahead and get sober. Go, there's clinics and there's programs for you. You got to get yourself together before you come up on somebody's panel so that we can understand. Okay, we can't get you.
You can't understand the words that are coming out my mouth. You
No,
don't understand the
I
words
don't
that are coming out my
understand
mouth.
I do not understand your analogies. I don't
Okay.
understand what you're
Well,
saying.
you're not listening, like you said. You're not going to
You're
hear
talking
it.
about domestic violence. What is the point? What are you doing?
My point is that Miss Roz has disrespected a whole community.
What
What community?
community? Please disrespected a whole community. Her kids. That's what Roz is bringing out. Okay.
I'm talking about domestic violence. That's what I'm talking about. That's why she offended me.
What?
Okay?
What are you talking
They
about?
going in on
Domestic
you.
violence? Girl,
I
bye.
don't care. Like, I'm ready. I don't care. They go,
Go
go,
back
go,
to
go, go,
sleep.
go.
Get her,
Come
chat.
on
Get
now.
her.
Go back to sleep and wake back up again. Okay.
Get SK chat. She want to be up here in the fighting squad. Get her ass.
Yeah,
Before I
I'm
drop
ready.
her like
I'm
a
locked
bad
and
habit.
loaded, baby.
Your ass
I'm
back to
locked and
sleep,
loaded. Spell
girl.
it.
Going
Spell
back to
drink.
sleep, SK. I
Spell
don't know
drink.
what's going on
This
now.
Spell it.
chat is beautiful.
You can't even spell it though.
SK, what we finna spell, girl?
Right. Go ahead, Libra. Go ahead. Give it to her, Libra.
What we gotta spell? I don't
So
understand.
you just made an assumption because I'm speaking my mind
You
that
drunk,
I'm drunk,
SK? Are you
and
drunk?
that's not,
Are you drunk?
Boo,
The
you
chat
gotta
think you
get
hell
your
drunk.
no.
life
I don't
together.
even drink.
Oh,
Oh, this is just natural. Okay.
I just smoke weed once in a while.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I'm gonna need you to get
Hey, bro, you know that. You know I don't drink.
I didn't know you
Okay,
were gonna come
what
up
is
here and
going on.
agitate the whole goddamn panel and chat, okay?
This
so I'm agitating everybody. Okay, but
I
I
didn't
just
know you
smoke
was
weed.
gonna
That's it. I don't
exactly.
drink. Okay.
I didn't know
You
you
know
was
what
gonna come
you're
up
up
here.
here doing, SK. You know what you're up here. You're validating everything what Roz is saying. You're up here validating the reasons why.
But Bronx,
I've never seen
hold
anything like
on, Bronx. Don't you smoke weed?
no. I
Who,
don't.
me? Wait, I'm sorry,
Yes.
SK. Kissed by the Sun. Let
Yes.
me handle SK for a second.
You
Say that again.
everybody
I
smoke
don't
weed.
smoke
Yeah, I smoke
weed,
weed. I don't
boo.
act like
I
that.
don't smoke weed. I don't do drugs. My home, really, my home is law enforcement. We don't do,
But how they
traffic
going
law
in
here.
on you, SK? They
I
say you
don't
don't
do
drink.
drugs.
That's crazy that you don't drink.
I don't.
Oh, this is natural.
I drink a little wine though. I do drink a little wine. I will say that.
That's Kissed by the Sun, right?
Yes, this kiss
Okay.
by the sun. I drink a
But
little wine, but I don't do drugs, boo.
SK, you said you don't drink.
Marijuana is not a.
SK, do you want to stay up here? Because people are saying get rid of her. We need you to bring your point home for the simple fact that I want this chat to understand that
So,
everyone
so
has
yes,
Yes,
you're saying get rid of me? Okay.
SK.
All right. Well,
Everyone
I
has
have a
a
problem.
chance to express their opinions and views. Can you just please bring it home? Because I feel like you are just tripping over your words. And I feel like you
Yeah.
just want to be up here to agitate the panel and chat because you get off on it. And that's okay. Whatever floats your boat.
No. Okay. Listen, I do not want to like that. This was not my intention at all. Okay, it was not my intentions to agitate anybody,
Mm-hmm.
everybody in the chat. Fuck them. Okay.
I dare you spoke your word. Do you want
You're
me to
not
drop you like a? Do you
articulating
want
And
yourself.
let me
SK?
finish what I gotta say. My problem with
Oh,
Roz
Jesus.
is that everybody's giving her a pass because she lost a son, and that's not okay. We
Yes.
all lose something in our
She's
family.
gonna get a pass with me. I'm no cap. No cap. This is zero cap. Zero fucks, zero cap. She's gonna get a pass with me. Absolutely yes. Because
So she could
nobody
just
should
talk to.
speak.
So she could just talk to anybody any kind of way.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying with the past that I'm giving to her, the past that I'm giving to her is that no one should be speaking on her deceased son and mocking it in the way that they're doing, like a revenge type thing. Is what I'm saying.
All right.
No one
Okay.
should
So
be
can I? Can
doing
I?
that.
Can I?
If
Uh,
you want to come for Rise, come
I
for
come
Rise.
with.
Go
I can't. Listen. Like I can't.
no,
Okay. Hold on.
SK, it's enough. Go
Yeah.
tit for tat with Roz if that's what you want to do.
No,
Fine.
I don't give
No
a fuck.
problem. No problem. Leave the deceased people alone. Let her
Well,
child
okay,
rest.
so then what happened? Why is it okay? When she talked about that beautiful blossom, when she talked about her and the fact that she was a murderer, which is not the
What
case.
does that have
How
to
was
do with her deceased
Wait,
son?
excuse me. I'm sorry. Kissed by the Sun. Just for a second, let me hear what this woman has to say about Beautiful Blossom.
Okay.
Because she's let's just fall back and let her give her statement, and we'll give
Okay.
our opinion or
Okay.
even embed it with facts because she wanted. We're gonna give it to her. So let's
Okay.
just give
and
her
also
about
make it clear that like I smoke weed. I
SK,
don't drink.
SK, SK,
That
SK.
shit
We
done
giving
burned
you
out your brain cells, girl. Go
SK.
ahead
We
and read a
giving you
book.
the
Go
amount
ahead
of time you need to
and
make your
read a book.
statement. You
Read
see
some
how
books
over
and
talk
leave
gets
that weed
disrupt the
alone.
channel and Pat SK. You got 2 minutes to
So
make your statement
well ask
about this,
Rob
what you want to talk about. And
ask
if you
her
don't make it in two
don't you
minutes, I'm gonna
smoke
drop
don't
your
you
ass from the
smoke
panel.
pot? Come on now. Like come on.
Go ahead.
Everybody
You better put
smoke.
that
Go ahead,
weed down and go
SK.
ahead on and pick up a book.
SK.
I got,
SK,
you
are
know
you
how many
still
books
there?
I got? You would
I'm
have
about
come
to
out
drop
here?
you
You know how
because you
many
want to
books I
play
got?
games.
Don't play with me.
SK, make your statement about Blossom, please. Beautiful
Okay,
Blossom. She
so
has a
this is my
channel. If y'all want to know
okay.
about her story from the horse's mouth, and then she's not a horse, but you know what I mean. If you want to hear her speak her story and the way she want to present it and convey it, go to her channel, Beautiful Blossom. Go ahead, SK.
Right.
Make your
So
case.
so this is my thing, right? When she spoke with murderer, that's what she said, Miss Ross, right? She said
And wait,
murderer,
SK,
murderer.
In
Kiss by the Sun.
retaliation,
Let's
in
let
retaliation.
uh
Mhm.
Kiss by the Sun. Let's give SK a 2 minute
Okay,
open statement to
I
make her
got you. I'm
statement and we'll
sorry,
mute.
Mom.
Okay, I'm
Okay,
gonna
I'm
time
sorry.
it. Go ahead. It's 11:23. Go ahead, SK.
Okay, so with all respect, I thought that was very wrong for Miss Ross, and that's what I had a change of, a different, my mind was different because when she called that girl a murderer, and it was like she was defending herself, and she put it in, and Miss Ross put it out there on her
Oh,
live, murderer, 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 because she was defending herself from a man that was abusing her. That's not okay with me.
Are you crying?
you finished, SK? Again, in
See, and you see,
retaliation. Can
you
you
see,
spell
bro,
it?
you see these
Can you
silly people.
spell
Like,
retaliation? Can you
you
spell
see
it?
these,
Come
bro,
on, you spell it. You could do it. You could do
All
it.
right, listen. Let me make a statement. Let me follow
Retaliation.
up.
the domestic violence is nothing to play with. Okay,
What the fuck are you talking about, yo?
All right,
Well,
Kiss by the Sun and SK, if you will allow me to just take over the chat for a second, I'm going to
Sorry.
address.
domestic
Ooh,
violence is nothing to play with.
I'm going
Okay?
to
And
address
y'all
SK.
joking about it. It is nothing. That's how a lot of women got
How
killed.
did we get to domestic violence? I'm not
I,
understanding.
Bronx, did you not ask me? You said get to the point, right?
Yes,
And I said
please.
this is where it
Kiss by
changed
the
my
Sun.
heart
Let's give her
because when
leeway
she was
to make
talking
her
about
point.
blocking a murderer, like that was like,
Bronx, I'm sorry, I can't follow. I don't know what's
Okay,
going
let me
on.
just make some sense of it. SK, we'll talk, and Kiss by the Sun, you just spectate and observe,
Okay.
please. So, SK, you said that Roz made some defamatory, is it a word? Defamatory, derogatory, nasty, ugly statements.
Defamable.
Okay, defamable statements towards Beautiful Blossom. She calls her murderer, right? So SK, once you enter this chat, then you mean you are willing, and you are willing to say that you are open to get what's coming up with afterwards, right? Yes, the DV is absolutely nasty. It's horrible. It's not. It's sad and it's scary and it's violent. And anyone in this chat
Oh, I
who's
don't know her background. That's why I'm not
so,
okay.
so
So
let
as
me just make this
speaking
statement
on,
because I want this chat to be responsible, and I want anyone that has ever suffered DV at the
no, no,
hands.
no. I have respect for DV, but I didn't understand what she's
All
articulating.
right, so let
Is
me
she
just
talking
have the
about
floor for a
beautiful
second.
blossom?
Let me have a floor for a second so everyone can
Okay.
get a better understanding. So, because I'm responsible with my commentary, at least I try to be, even though I do become possessed in the middle of the live. But I do want to say that, just to put out there that anyone that's suffering at the hands of DV and there is help available, it's never okay to put your hands on someone or hurt someone. And if you are, and if you can, get out a situation or you have the opportunity to leave, please leave. Everyone don't have that opportunity. Everyone don't come out alive. And we respect all DV victims with the utmost respect. Now, SK, you said that Roz brought up Beautiful Blossom and she made fun. You said, and I want to speak to SK and I want you to, bring it back. And I want you to, come to the front of the class and I want you to give me your undivided attention. Do I have your undivided attention, SK?
She high right now, sis.
Okay, so SK want to play games.
you see how they
SK,
talking?
SK,
I'm
SK.
high. Where? How you
I'm gonna
know? How
mute
you
you
know?
because
What?
I don't
How
want
you
any
Girl, I
know?
can
interruptions
hear
right
it. I
now,
can
though.
hear it, boo.
I don't
How
want
you
any
know? Like
interruptions.
what? You see what I'm saying? Like,
All right. Go ahead.
See, SK, I'm gonna mute you because you're playing and I'm not playing. All right. I know people are
I'm
like, oh my
not
God, who
either.
Brooks thinks she
But
is, but I am not playing right now. I'm trying to help you out and try to help you along the line about a situation that is near and dear to your heart, right? So now if you want to look at it from a technical side, I don't know if it was wrong
all right,
or
let's
right
talk.
to
All
I
right, so
don't know
let's
if
talk.
it was wrong or
All
right
right, get
for
it over with. Come on, like let's get it
let
over
me
with.
let me mute this fucking girl right now. I don't know if it was wrong or right for Roz to make a statement
Oh
about Beautiful
Lord.
Blossom about her being a murderer, right? Right? I don't think it's funny to make fun of someone that suffered and had to defend themselves from a DV situation. Now, if you want to get technical and if you want to put things into perspective and have a great insight and an outlook on things, right? So if someone lied, they are called a liar, right? A dancer, someone that dances a dancer, a person that strips is a stripper. So if you murder someone, you are labeled as a murderer, whether you're right or wrong or not. It's not about emotions, it's about logic. And this is shout out to Beautiful Blossom. This is in no way to attack you personally. When Roz made that statement, it went over my head. I didn't persecute for her. I didn't ridicule her for it. Now, if I would have heard Roz making fun of a domestic violence situation, yeah, I would have been like, that is so tacky, that is so wrong, that is so disgusting. But if you want to get technical, if you want to be logical and leave emotions out of it, because Roz allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly because I heard and then I didn't hear her call her murderer, right? She did time in jail because she was prosecuted, I guess. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize to you, Beautiful Blossom. She was possibly, right, labeled as a murderer because she murdered someone, even if it's in the defense of her own. So, SK, what the hell are you talking about? Why are
I
you
don't know
getting
why
upset
she
because
brought that in here.
but Roz,
Why
why
did
are
she
you getting
even
upset
bring
because
that
Roz
up?
called this girl a murderer? Isn't she not labeled as a murderer in the court of law? I'm sorry if I'm not
Why are we
speaking
talking about beautiful blossom though? I mean,
because
The
that's
reason
what
why
she wanted to talk about. Blessed by
the
the
reason when
hands.
you said, Okay, so you told me give my last statement, right? Correct? Correct? Bronx?
I thought I
Oh my
muted
God.
your
Why are we
ass.
So,
talking like this? We losing focus, man. Like the energy is not on Beautiful Blossom here.
No,
She's
but she
not the
wanted to
one
talk
that's
about the
under the
topic. We'll talk
gun.
about the topic. And that's what I be talking about. Like people come in
no,
here and think
but
I'm supposed to
Bronx, you
sugarcoat
was
shit.
the what
People
you
come in here
said.
and think I'm supposed to roll out the red carpet. If you want to get technical and if you want to be technical on the situation, Roz may have called, excuse me, with all due respect to Beautiful Blossom, a murderer. But
Listen,
if
if
you were
anything, this
convicted,
Roz has helped her, get some subs, right? I
no,
honestly,
but we've been
I
besides
can't
we've been
talk on
besides the
Beautiful.
point though.
I
See
We
what
can't talk
I'm
on
saying?
Beautiful Blossom because
Like,
I don't follow her. I don't know her story. I can't talk on it.
so then
Okay,
you,
listen,
so then
listen.
you, so
Let
then
me
you,
just take control of the chat, please, and I ask you respectfully, just let me listen. So Terry Bronx, if that's the case, then Rod's son is allegedly a
like,
murderer.
yeah, they say, SK, get out of here. Okay, so I'm out of
Listen,
here.
Terry Wilson, if Rod's
Good.
son allegedly murdered someone, he's a murderer. Okay, if Blossom murdered someone, she's a murderer. Okay, the
No,
stupid
she's
ass little
not.
punk.
She's not a murderer. No,
What?
she's not.
Oh,
No,
so it only goes one side though, right? That
if you're
only happens
defending,
when
if
one
you
Here
have
we
to
side.
go.
defend,
Here we go. SK, do you
okay.
want to get
If you
dropped
have
in
to
this?
defend,
Tunnel
I'm
vision,
out of here. I'm
sweetheart.
out.
Yeah, bye, SK, because you're not making your point. Okay, this is where the
No,
chat get a
I'm
little bit
trying to make
fucking
my point, but
Victorian.
y'all over
Excuse
talking
me,
me, and I'm only one on the panel that
girl,
got my back.
girl, you had your stage. You had your stage, sweetheart. You had a chance. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm still baffled.
Okay. First of all, let me just say this, okay? You call me a drunk. I'm not drunk,
you
okay?
sound drunk.
And hi.
Well, I have MS, okay? You know what MS is?
Multiple
Yes, multiple
sclerosis.
sclerosis.
Okay,
Yes.
yes. And I smoke weed. I don't
Oh, so
drink.
you're a weed head.
But so you're
You're a
managing your
drug
own
addict.
care? Are you managing your own care, or is that medical marijuana?
Listen, can we please
You see what I'm
Let me
Candace is
say
in
saying?
the
something, Bronx,
building.
so I can. Let me
And you
just say
let her
this so I
talk
can
to
go
me
on
like
about my
that. Like,
business.
and you let her talk to me like that. I have
They want
MS.
me to drop this hoe. We're gonna drop you, SK, because I
Girl,
want to do it
bye.
for
I'm
entertainment
not no
purposes.
hoe. What
Drop
What's
that hoe.
that?
We dropping that hell Oak SK from the building. Let's drop this hoe.
I can't. Hi, Candace.
Kissed by the
Hi,
sun.
Boo.
I
Hey.
dropped that
I
hoe.
cannot do this
Look,
anymore.
Bronx, your panel
Thankfully,
is
we
out of
brought Candace
control.
up here. Oh God,
Your
thank
I
you,
know.
panel
Lord.
is out of control.
Thank
Y'all
you, Candace.
wrong, y'all wrong, y'all wrong, y'all wrong, y'all wrong as hell for bringing Beautiful Blossom in this.
Oh
That
God.
whole
She is
I don't
not
thank
know
you,
why
girl,
here.
she
for blaming
in
her
this.
up.
How she get in
She
this?
she's not here to defend herself. The
Right.
stuff I'm seeing in the chat, y'all are wrong.
Mm,
Now, I am neutral. I've
mm.
always liked Roz. I always supported Roz from the beginning. But y'all wrong. Y'all wrong.
Who?
Right is right and wrong is wrong. When we're
I don't
talking,
know. I don't know her story. I don't know.
nobody kids should be brought into this period.
Yeah.
This is
Mm,
my opinion. Roz wrong for talking on people kids as well. But when
Mm-hmm.
they
I
the
said
things
that.
that they are saying about this deceased child is the
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
bottom of the gutter.
mm-hmm.
That's
Yes.
absolutely ridiculous. A
Yeah.
death is a death. It don't matter to
Yep.
me what age those kids were when they passed away. If it was
Thank
in
you.
the womb or if it was living or breathing, it's still wrong. And people mourn
Yep.
differently.
Right.
The
I
stuff
don't
that
have the
I'm
sympathy
seeing,
or empathy everyone else share, but go ahead.
I
Yes.
feel you still grow a connection with those kids inside your womb.
That's right.
You still build a
That's
bond with
right.
those kids in your womb. To
That's right.
me personally, a death is a death.
Yep.
Like I've said with my sister losing her child, that was
Mm-hmm.
18 years ago now. She still can't watch the videos.
Mm-mm.
They're
Mm-hmm.
wrong for forcing her to see something she may not be
Yes.
ready to see yet. That's
Right.
Yeah.
wrong.
Right.
A child, whether it was 1, 2, 5 months, 6 months, whatever it is, that's a death. It's
Yes.
wrong for her to speak on those people, kids, and deceased members as well. It's
Yeah.
wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
These kids being drugged like they're being drugged, it's wrong. Whether
Yeah.
it's Roz, whether it's Try Me Now, whoever it is, it's
Yes.
wrong.
I
for
agree.
y'all to just mention what happened with Beautiful Blossom, SK.
Who's y'all?
I said SK, damn
That whole
Bronx.
SK mentioned her because
Listen,
I
she
don't know
wanted to
why that lady
agitate
brought
people.
her up. Why did she bring Beautiful Blossom into this? We wasn't even
Right.
talking
I
about
think
her.
her point with that is that's when she was saying, I kind of understood a little bit of what SK was saying. She said
Uh-huh.
that's when she lost her respect, the respect she had for Rob.
Oh, okay.
So what that's why she mentioned that. But Beautiful Blossom then told her story. I see a lot of people saying what her mom said is wrong. What's the difference with Roz defending her kids as well? A mother gonna defend their child by all means. Both sides said stuff that was wrong,
But we was
that
talking
was
about the
low.
deceased. I didn't
Yeah,
know
I
why.
know what y'all was talking about. I'm talking
Yeah.
in reference to what SK
Okay.
said.
Okay.
Um, and the chat, because I'm seeing the chat too,
Mm-hmm.
saying because they kept saying things that Ross said, then things that Beautiful Blossom mom said.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful Blossom mom defended her child. She said what she was gonna say about her child. Ross gonna defend her kids. But what
Mm-hmm.
was said
Mm-hmm.
on both sides was wrong. But how
Right.
can we tell that mother that felt like her child was made a public a fool in public that she wrong for speaking on that? We can't
Right.
say that because we don't know how far or what we gonna say when it comes to our kids. Same with Rob. So we gotta be fair on both sides of this.
Okay.
That's true.
Now I'm gonna say that I do not know Beautiful Blossom's story. I can't speak on it. The only thing, and I did not see the post, but from what I understand, there was a post that was made after the fact, and incited some details that were not nice regarding Roz's son made by Beautiful Blossom. Okay, and the post was taken down right after it was posted. So I didn't see the post for myself. I can't validate that the post was there, but this is what was said. And that's my only thing is that once again, here we go, bringing up Roz's deceased child. Now, I don't have a problem with people going tit for tat
Mm-hmm.
with Roz, right? Coming back and forth because that's what people do, right? That's what we hear, this is what's going to happen, right? Everybody's going back and forth. My only thing is I'm asking people to leave this child alone. Leave the deceased child alone because not only does it trigger Roz, there's
Oh
other
shit, Blossom
mothers.
in the chat, Bronx. She said drop
Yes,
the link. Oh shit.
I'm dropping it. Go ahead. I'm
yeah,
listening.
yeah. I mean that was my point of coming up here because SK was saying you get over it. No, you just don't. You're never gonna get. You're always gonna think about that child. You're always gonna think about that child, no matter at what point you lost the baby or you lost a child. You lost a child. Okay,
Absolutely
that
right.
child existed. It grew in your womb. You became a mother. You became attached. You became in love with that child, and you never know what someone else was walking and going through. And people have to treat deaths and births as being very, very sacred. And it shouldn't be something that should ever be mocked, no matter how low you want to go with somebody. Leave that part alone. Because at the end of the day, all right, you're going to have to come back at some point and you're going to have to deal with that, what you said to that person regarding a death. You're going to have to deal with it, whether you believe it or not. And the thing about
Blossom is in the
it is,
building.
Good
Sorry.
morning, good morning. Hey,
Cassandra,
hey, bruh. Hey,
Cassandra,
Candace.
Good
Hey,
morning.
who is that?
hey
Kids by
cousin.
the sun. Let me say this.
Cassandra, no, what I'm saying is
Let-
basically y'all wrong for bringing Blossom. They was wrong for bringing her up.
Yeah,
So
Her
definitely
Blossom is
is.
story,
here.
Cause
her
Is Blossom
story
is
is
here?
her
Let her speak.
story.
let me,
Let Blossom speak. Let's give her the floor. Go ahead,
y'all is
Blossom. Welcome to
crazy.
the panel.
Hey, bruh. Hey,
Hi.
girl. Hey,
How
girl.
you doing?
Hey, Candace. And who is that? Kids by the sun. Let me say, listen, y'all. Let me say this. It's my last time saying it. Whoever want to hear my story, it's on my page. I mean, it's on my channel. I have a playlist, story time, part one, part two, however y'all want to take it, right? Far as me writing a post about, far as me writing a post about Roz, I never said nothing about her dead son. I said dead tongue. I said your dead tongue ass. That's what I said. So people need to, and then I said, you know what? Let me go on and take this down because I wrote the post when she was still live, and then Fee, the one that said she seen the post. And when she went back, she should have screenshotted it. That's what she should have did. That's what she should have did. Because I don't know if y'all can't hear if she's saying tongue or son. I don't know what the hell she was saying. But I said her dead tongue ass. That's what I said. I
Okay.
don't talk about people fucking kids. My mama lost a child. I
Right.
don't got time to go through none of this bullshit. I said what I said and I'm stick to what I said. Period. And then as far as my case, as far as her posting something about me a murderer and all that. That stuff didn't hurt my feelings. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I was defending myself. It was the domestic violence situation. I was defending myself. That lady can't sit here and tell my story better than me. And
Right.
I'm not finna keep saying the same shit. I don't care what y'all think about me on that other side. I don't care about none of that. Then you got people in the chat talking about I was mad of rejection. Rejection. Y'all not hear Rod say I removed myself out the sister circle? What am I scared of? Why am I mad?
Well,
Y'all need to
I
start
don't
paying
have
attention and listening. Like, come on
I
now,
don't
don't
have
do
no
that.
hard feelings. I don't have no hard feelings against you, beautiful.
It's
You
blowing
know,
me.
And
I
can
don't
I have the
know.
attention of the chat for a
Yeah.
second, please? Excuse me. I have to be professional because that's how I am, even though I'm the devil. We have how many people we got up here? One, two, three, four, five. I'm about to bring someone else
I'm
up, and
about
I
to
just
drop down,
I'm
Rock.
about to
I'm gonna
drop
drop
down
down.
too.
all
I
right.
came
So
up here to say what I had to say and repeat what I said on that post that I deleted. It wasn't son, it was son. That's it,
okay.
and that's all. And
Thank
I'm
you for
done.
clearing that up, Blossom.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. I appreciate you coming to the chat. Candace, are you still here?
I'm here. I'm about to drop down.
Okay. You have anything else you want to say to the chat?
No, just be fair. Just be fair. That's
Yes.
all I'm saying. Y'all have
Thank
to
Thank
you.
you,
be fair
Candace.
on both sides. Roz
Yes.
is not a saint. I never heard her
Right.
say she was perfect or any of that. But we do have to
Mm-hmm.
be fair. Right is right and wrong is wrong. That's just my opinion and my 2 cents. I'm gonna get back in me in the chat.
Thank you, Candace. You're doing a great job
Welcome.
as usual because we both G's in this savage ass chat. Okay.
Bye, Candace.
Bye, Kiss by
So
the
I'm sorry.
sun.
Angel was here. How you doing, Angel? Are you still here, Angel?
Yeah, Angel Mom.
Angel
Hi.
Mom. Hi, Angel Mom. And are you here, Rosalind? Are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh,
Hey, y'all, I got 10 listen.
Hey, Roz.
Hi. Good morning.
Good
well, wait.
I'm
I
morning,
good.
didn't cut me
Roz.
off.
I'm good, you guys. I'm good.
Yay.
I heard Beautiful Blossom on here. I really quickly because I gotta sign in at 9:15.
Okay.
But what I was gonna tell you guys is the whole situation unfolded with Beautiful Blossom. I wish it could have went a lot different. When she decided that she was gonna leave the sister circle, I wish it could have stayed right there. I would have never even had anything else to say about her. The only thing that triggered me is when her mother came on and acted as if I did something wrong. Now, let me be the first to take accountability. I should have never called those young ladies on my platform to kind of try to have a meet up and rectify the problem. I should have just asked everybody to go on their separate ways, privately and never even brought it to my platform. That was a mistake that I made, right? But I
Thank you,
did what
Roz.
I felt. I did what I felt. I was trying to show sisterhood and getting over a
Mm-hmm.
problem, right?
Yep.
It didn't go that way. Everybody was offended. They thought that I was
Mm-hmm.
wrong. They thought I was trying to put them on Front Street, and I offended them, not knowingly, right? Unknowingly, I offended
Mm-hmm.
everybody on the platform. So then, after that, Beautiful Blossom said that she was gonna leave the sister circle. I was like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't feel like she was a good fit. She didn't feel like the sister circle was a good thing for her. So we agreed on that, right? It wasn't until her mother talked about spitting on me that I got upset. And then Feast told me about the post, and then I had something to say. It didn't even have to go any further, but like I said, the mother felt like I did something towards her child, which I didn't. I just asked, we just agreed that her being a part of the sister circle was not a good fit. And then we went there because once I heard about the post, I did not see it, but I do trust Feast. I do feel like Feast is not going to bring me something that's not true. So when Feast told me what was posted on her community post, I responded and called her what I felt like she was, right? Whether it was in self defense or not. And I don't care that people say certain things about, my child or whatever, and he's the same, and this and this and that. The difference is she was convicted and he was not. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference when you are convicted and tried and prosecuted on something,
Mm-hmm.
and another one where you are found innocent and within your rights, right? Like it's a
Right.
big difference. So he doesn't have to walk around being a felon. He doesn't have to walk around having a day spent in jail. Like if there's a difference, he was within his rights to protect his nieces and himself at that time, right? So people have to know the facts. People have to know how there is viewed in a court of law. And I just wish that, and let me tell you guys something else because I'm not going to be long. I'll be listening though. Um, I don't care what these people say about me, but see, they know that I don't care. So they try to go for my
Mm-hmm.
baby because they know that that's a sensitive spot for me.
Yes.
And I think that it's gross. I think that it's
Mm-hmm.
nasty. And this is why I'm so thankful that I'm legally suited and I can get, letters wrote and I can campaign and kind of protest for myself because I will not stand for that. I will strike every channel that mentions my son now that
Good.
I am aware that they cannot get away with that. Um, and yeah, but I feel vindicated. I feel like my son always show up and help me out. I feel
Yes.
like they used him, but he was able, them using him was able for me to put strikes on them. If they want this money, if they want these tools and fuse, then they better address me and me only and leave my children, leave my son. Because I don't care, Majane, Davion, and Joel, they can defend themselves, right? They're here
Yes.
to speak.
Yes.
They are adults. But when you talk about somebody that's not here,
Yes.
any longer that cannot defend themselves, that's when I have a
Absolutely.
problem with that. And I'm going to come out blazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm going to come
That's
out
right.
ready to fight. Like, so
That's right.
I'm thankful today, you guys. We're going to have an amazing day. I
Yes.
appreciate the people that understand and are able to be honest about what we see on these
Yeah.
YouTube streets.
Yes.
Because I'm a fair person and I'm able to walk away. I don't look for these people to have problems with. Like I said, if Teresa's on here showing certain characteristics about her, then I'm going to react to what I see and I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to offer opinions and suggestions. She can take it or she can leave it. Don't mean I'm not going to talk about it because I am.
Thank you, Roz. I appreciate you.
So, I had to come and clear that air up, but hopefully
Thank
it'll
you.
be over. But these people still, they're mad. They band together. I got this whole little group of people that just
Yeah.
dislike me, but they'll say I'm the problem. No,
Yep.
they're the problem. They're the problem.
Exactly. And you're not going to change their mind. I
No, and
mean,
I'm not trying to. I'm
no,
not trying to.
no. But you have to come. I mean, it's every day. Roz have to come out here, and I feel like she has to say the same thing, and then people will spin it and change
Mhm.
it, leave out other information that was
Mhm.
vital to the point in the
Mhm.
story, so you can spin the narrative for what you want to believe. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, you're not
Yeah.
getting it at all. You're
Yeah.
not getting it. Not going to change
Yeah.
their mind because again, they have tunnel vision.
And they have these lenses on that I wish that they would take off. Like, listen, this is all about YouTube and Facebook. I
Hmm.
don't care. I'll tell you guys, it's quality over quantity. I never knew that I was gonna get to 13K in a year. Like, you know what I'm saying? I knew the
Yeah,
channel would grow beautifully, but that don't even matter to me. I never have 13K people watching me at one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so ridiculous how they let these numbers and they let these things be the
right.
reason why they're viewing you or upset at you or jealous of you or hating on you or whatever they want to spin it, right?
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. Everybody can listen. If you focus on your craft, if you focus on your channel, then your channel is going to do well. You can't win the race looking back, and that's what Chase has said, right? How you watching me and you trying to run your own race? Focus on what
yeah,
you got going on because I could be up to date and down tomorrow. It doesn't matter to me. I just appreciate
exactly.
having the love and support. I'm not here about the numbers. I'm not here about all that competition. I'm in competition with myself.
That's
These
right.
people want to compete with me, and I say no, thank you. Like
Yeah.
I'm not competing.
No, you don't have to. And at the end of the day, you have a foundation, Roz, that you're building
Yeah.
outside of YouTube. This is the
Yes.
thing, right? Like, so what are you going to, because YouTube is not going to be forever. This is
No.
gonna die eventually. What are you gonna do
Hmm.
after this? You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
thinking about that? When's the last time you picked up a book or something or read? When's the last
Exactly.
time you done something outside of this? You know what I mean?
Listen, I want to start thinking about vacations. I think I'm
Right.
49. I didn't put in
Yes.
a lot of work. I done been on my feet. Yeah, I done been punching clocks since I was 19 years old. I'm for That's almost 30 years working. My oldest daughter is 31 years old. I'm at a point where I want to see my kids get to where they need to be, but I'm thinking about vacationing,
That's right.
retirement. I feel
Yes.
like I'm performing services. I Listen, I'm here right now, and in my field, all I do is get resources for families, people that's struggling. I'm gonna put all this good into the atmosphere, because when
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to sit still, I'm gonna sit up and reap the benefits of what I've stored, right? Good favor, good gestures, loving people. When I tell Teresa about being a better mother, that's not to hurt her, that's to help her. And like I said, she fights me against it because she doesn't like that mirror being in front of her. But it's okay. It's not just about her. She's the blueprint to what I got to say, because I
Yeah.
feel like it's somebody watching me that's probably lost like her. Like I'm trying to reach around her, above her, to get to other people to say, just invest in your babies while they're small, because you will reap the benefits when they're older. I sacrificed self when my babies were small, and now I can call my child and say, come up here. I need you to write me a legal document. Or I need you to, you know what I'm saying? That now the favor has been, returned to me for all the labor, all the sacrificing, all the being selfish and not thinking about self and thinking about them. I'm just trying to be that person to say it's okay. One day you'll be okay. Your kids will be older, but do the work while they're small, because we want better citizens. We want to create a better society. We don't want our kids having to numb themselves with drugs because somebody dropped the ball or somebody swept being violated sexually up under the rug. Like, let's hold ourselves accountable as mothers and fathers. Like,
Right.
those are the people that I'm trying to that's the mission that I'm on. People think it's messy. I say I'm on a mission.
Thank you. I appreciate
Exactly.
that, Roz. You said it well and nicely, and I hope everyone, learn from this message. Like, Roz don't come up here and act like she's an angel.
No.
No.
She admits her faults, and she don't like she know that people are not for her, and she know that some people may not receive her message as well as others, but to
Mm-hmm.
go digging deep and you know
Mm-hmm.
to
Even with my grandchildren's mothers, like going on their Facebook pages, stripping posts where they're venting. They're free to vent. Well, how
yeah.
many baby daddies, baby mamas don't got problems and be upset? My son was a young dad. He dropped the ball. He had two children 5 months apart. Within those few years was the toughest for him, right? So those girls got online on Facebook and vented. That don't mean that that's how it was. That's why I put up my video, because the narrative that was trying to be spent on my son is that he was a lax father. That's not true. He was very attentive when he
Right.
figured out what he needed to do. It took him some time, but we got it done.
Right.
We got it figured out. Like, he went through that phase, and it's okay. Like, I give my children passes. I extend grace to them. I don't hold them on a perfect pedestal. They can make a mistake, and I'm gonna be right there to help them get through it. Whether we gotta pray about it, we gotta talk about it, we gotta strategize, whatever it is, I'm gonna be right there. But I'm gonna always tell them, some people learn best from the mistakes that they make. It's all about how you
That's
want to
it.
view a mistake. All mistakes are not bad. You gotta take that. I tell you guys, we can pull from any situation,
That's
right?
right.
You make a mistake, you learn, you
Yeah.
grow, and you ain't got to worry about doing it again. But
Mm-hmm.
don't mean that we're not going to make them. I'm
That's
49. I'm
right.
still open to making mistakes. It's
That's right.
okay. It's okay.
That's
Right.
right.
That's
And
right.
that's what I keep saying. We are of the flesh. We are going to
Yeah.
make mistakes, you know? We're not perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
But what we are seeing lately, and I'm so thankful. I hope that it's over, you guys. This is why I'm
Yeah.
not gonna mention any names and
Yeah.
stuff, because I really want it to be over, because I actually have things that I want to come and talk about and vibe with the Raw Squad. Like,
Yeah.
I really came on this platform not looking to be in fights with all these people, but all these people have come to look for fights for me because
Right.
they're thinking on a one-track mind. Oh,
That's
I'm gonna
right.
argue with her. She's gonna give me attention. It's gonna bring me traffic.
Yep.
No, why don't you actually have something to say to get your own traffic. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What, like, why are you trying to take my focus and get me off of what I'm doing? I'm not worried about these people. It's a lady
Yeah.
right now. She tags me. It's like three of them. They tag me every single day. I have yet to mention these people, right?
And
Mm,
I
don't.
don't mention them, and I'm sure
And
you guys
don't.
see them. Like, I'm like, but they'll just keep
No.
on until I get on here and call them a bunch of bitchs. Then
Hmm.
they'll be like, "Oh, Rosalind is wrong," but you've
Yeah.
been calling me forever. Like, you've been saying untrue stuff about me forever, and I just let it roll off of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go get your own subscribers. You want people that love you. You don't even want people to even watch you
Right.
just to get a response from me. Like, that's gonna be short lived. How
Yeah.
about getting something that's gonna be long lasting? Just let those people hear who you are, what you got to say. The Raw Squad loves me because they can resonate to what I'm saying as truth. They can understand it, they can view it, they can feel it. It's not because I went and argued with somebody.
right,
Exactly.
right, right.
So it's
Thank you, Rob.
crazy. Yeah, let me see.
Drop the
Okay.
mic, Roz. Drop the mic. Boo.
I don't want to drop my.
Drop the mic. Drop the motherfucking mic
Hey,
on
we
the
got Girl
stage.
Talk Friday tonight, you guys. We got Girl Talk Friday. It's gonna be an amazing day. I just
Yes.
wanted to get up here, you guys. I hope everything is over because, like I said, I did have to take the legal route. So I hope that that part of the
I'm
game is
proud of
over
you.
Yeah,
because it's like it's okay to separate. It's okay to separate and move on.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Yeah,
you
I
don't
had
have
just
to
got
attack
finished
somebody
praying
because they
too.
made a decision.
Yes.
Angel Mom, you
Yes,
still
yeah,
here?
me and you
Yeah,
both,
I'm still
honey.
here.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Angel
yeah.
Mom. Hi, Angel
That go
Mom.
Angel
Hi,
Mom.
Hey,
Yes, that's
boo.
Angel Mom. Okay,
guys.
I'm gonna drop down, you guys. I'm gonna get through my work day, but I will see you
Okay.
guys tonight at
Thank you,
6 o'clock.
Roz.
Thank you,
Love
Bronx,
you,
for always
Roz.
allowing me to
Thank you.
step up. Hey, Kiss
You
by
are
the
more than
Sun.
welcome.
Love you,
Everybody on
boo.
the love you too. I love you guys. I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Thank you, Roz.
Okay, bye bye.
Look at
Bye bye.
Candace talking about don't drop that link. Nah, nah, nah. You know what? We're not.
Candace done had enough of this shit.
Candace.
I just
The
look.
moderator's job is hard, especially when there's a
You
lot of
working your
controversy
mod
in
too
the
much.
chat. Oh my God. But I call myself Angel Mom
Yes,
because I'm a mom of an
Yes.
angel, not because
Um,
I'm an angel of a mom,
yes.
and
right.
not
I
because
figured
I'm a
that.
perfect mom, because it was a lot of times that, during my past, I did some, I was not the best mom, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But God
Hmm.
gave me a second chance where I was able to raise my kids.
Amen.
So, I any what I know is if anyone has not lost the child,
Yes.
they really shouldn't speak on how a mother that has lost a child felt. It is not the
Thank you.
same. It is not the same. I lost my mother, my parents. I
Thank you.
lost my siblings. I
Hmm.
lost my best friend. I've
Yeah.
lost people in my life that I truly loved. And this is totally different,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
6 years later, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's just it 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 it, it it's like you got a hole in
Yes.
your in the pit of your
Hmm.
stomach, right? And you you're having a good time. You're happy. You're living
Yeah.
a good life. Everything
Hmm.
around you is going good, but nobody knows that hole is there but you.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Nobody. It does not go away. And
right.
the way that my son was murdered,
Mm,
Yeah.
it was through the NYPD covered it up. Right.
mm,
I don't want to speak on
Mhm.
it much because it's being reinvestigated as we speak. Every time I have to relive this, it's not easy. When I see other mothers have to relive the pain that they go through with their child, or they say they lost a child, we know, we feel it. We
Yeah.
know we have a special look. We have a special bond that we don't have. Like
Yes.
some, I might see a mother and I could understand that she don't even want to look at me because I might remind her of her pain, right?
Yeah.
Because I lost a child. And then I might see a mother who might embrace me. It's all different. When I first lost my son, I didn't want anyone touching me. You
Yes.
know how people hug you? I just couldn't see.
Hmm.
It took a while for people to come and hug me. And so what I say that to say this. They had my son all on the news. They put up his arrest record, what he was arrested for. But they failed to realize, what they failed to mention was He hadn't been in any trouble. He died at 23. He hadn't been in any trouble in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
He was working. He was doing right by his daughter. He was helping building churches. They splattered him out to be his monster, this monster on the news. Me and
Yeah.
my family was trying to get justice. I'm telling you, I almost died to the point where I had to give up. It's a
I'm
Mm.
sorry.
miracle that what happened now, the news that we got the other day, because one of our letters landed on the right table and the case is being reinvestigated,
Good.
right? NYPD murdered my son and tried to say he committed suicide.
I'm so
That's
sorry.
what happened to my baby. And every time when Black Lives Matter, when I gotta see somebody, when I gotta see a police officer kill anyone, it's festers. So what I'm going to say is this:
Mm-hmm.
if you are, I could expect this from the haters,
Yeah.
but if you have Bronxville, I want to thank you for always respecting Ross. I know why you respect her.
Thank
She
you.
gave you a shot.
Yeah. Yep.
I know. I was there. I watched. I was with Ross. Don't know. I know everything because I stay and I watch and I listen. Y'all barely see me in the chat. I listen, and I know she gave you a shot, and that's not no. That's why you respect her. I know you learned a lot from her, and thank you for that. Right.
Thank you,
But
Angel.
what I want to say is this: for the content creators that has an ounce of respect for Ross, right? That might like her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Please, please, let it die. Let it die. Don't bring her son up.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because, look, I think his father son reference to this.
Mm-hmm.
It hurts all of us, y'all.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And look, I don't want to be a punk because I'm far from it. I'm from the
Mm-hmm.
Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
I'm far from it.
You
Right.
look so familiar.
But it hurts
Yes. I'm sorry, Mama.
every time somebody bring it up. It they're hurting their relatives that lost
Mm-hmm.
a child, whether they
Triggered.
like her or not. They don't realize it
Mm-hmm.
because they're not open. We used to say back in the game days, open. We used to have tokens. It wasn't no Metro card, so the
Right.
token had three little things. We used to say we open like
And
a
like a
token.
token. Yeah.
You can't grasp a new idea on a closed mind.
Mm.
It's
So if
triggers.
they're closed minded, but for those that are open minded, that got a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of opening,
Yeah.
please just don't bring it up. Let it die.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can't tell nobody how to run their platform. I don't have a platform. I thought about it. I don't want one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't blame you.
It just seemed like too much work. I'm
It
retired.
is.
I'm working on
I
some
don't
other stuff
blame
now. It's at 4,000 watch hours and all. I'm
Yeah.
like, who gonna watch? What the fuck? Nah, I don't think
you.
so.
It's a lot.
I ain't doing it. That ain't my cup of tea.
I
But
don't blame
that's
you.
the only thing I want to say is let it die. Look, I try not to talk about nobody bad. I mean, I do get in the chat and run my mouth. I ain't gonna lie, large chat, the woman who I support and run my mouth. But I have not spoken out of the way or bad. I laugh about Trace because that's her commentary. I laugh about certain things. I throw a
Right.
little thing out here and there. But nobody could ever say that they heard me talk about them bad in a chat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the sister circle or nothing else.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
for that, I know I earn a little respect, right?
Yeah.
Not because you want to disrespect because I'm a Raj, because I love my sister Raj, but I earn a little respect. So if you got a little respect, just don't
Yep.
talk about it.
Yep.
Thank
Like
you.
let it die. Let it go.
Thank you.
It shouldn't be the topic of discussion.
It's not
No,
If you
exactly.
got some
it
respect for
shouldn't
it.
be.
It shouldn't be
No.
the topic of discussion.
And
I'm
that's
so
all I
proud.
wanted to say.
I'm so proud of you, Angel Mom, for coming up
Thank
here
you.
Thank you, Angel
Yeah,
Mom.
and,
and
and,
we
and
channel
sharing
our
your story.
voices in different ways. I channel mine. I work for Department of Social Services for almost 25 years.
Yeah.
I channeled mine through school. I still in school. I love school. I have been summa
Yes.
cum laude guy. I'm working on getting mental health counseling license right now.
Good for
I have
you.
two master's degrees.
Good
Summa
for,
cum laude. I
good for
channel
you.
all that pain through school. All that pain I channeled through
Good
school.
for you. Good for
So
you.
now I came to a full circle, and the case is being reinvestigated.
Thank
Thank
God.
that
Praise God. Even
that's
if
good
we
to hear.
look, even if nothing comes out of it again,
Right.
It's okay.
it's okay.
We are
Yeah,
with you, Angel
it's
Mom.
okay.
And
And you know another thing
hmm
that's the hardest part about losing a child is when they have siblings.
right,
You know how
Yeah.
hard it is. You have to keep them together. They lost their siblings. And
right.
you know, they was threatening my family, but they don't. Ain't no cops like NYPD. And I know somebody in here said they work in law enforcement. I don't mean to, it's just
No,
it is
I
what
hear
it
you.
is.
My
You
husband, right?
know,
Mhm.
NYPD is ruthless.
He's law enforcement, but not NYPD. So
Oh Lord, they ruthless, man. Bronx, you know.
I know I got a
They
lot of family in
They
NYPD.
was threatening them.
Yeah.
They pursued. They had our phones tapped. And being that I work
Yeah,
for a city agency, I was afraid. I'm telling you, it was a lot going on.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want to
hear
keep
you.
talking, but I had to keep them intact. They kept
right.
setting the other son up. They set him up twice. The same detective kept bothering my son because they wanted to paint my family as his bad family. And I guess when they found out who the head leader, like me, the matriarch, really was, and how she, they probably looked all into my past. But when they got down and started investigating, they were like, whoa, she wanna, she, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Thank you,
it's
Candace.
a lot. And so that's all I ask you guys.
Thank you,
You know,
Angel Mom.
that's
And
all.
You're so
It's
brave to come
hard.
up
It's
here.
not
Yeah.
easy, because this is something they got to live with every day. Your children,
Yeah.
you got to watch your children hurt, and there's nothing you can do about it but pretend to be strong in their presence.
yeah,
Yeah.
before I close, I just want to, thank the panel. Of course, Angel Mom, BX represent, New York City represent, Kissed by the Sun.
Period.
Thank you for, coming up here and, helping me out with the panel.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought it was sweet of you to do what you
Oh,
did. And I appreciate Angel
I
Mom.
got always got love for you, Bronx. Always.
Thank you. Of course, Roz and SK, if you still listening, I want to let the chat know before I end. I have spoke with SK on the phone. We have had, woman and woman talks. We talk like women. And I know that SK, I don't think that her intent is malicious, but everyone don't receive it the same way. Just like she said, oh, Bronx, we you're special, you're misunderstood. I don't mind being misunderstood, but I have common sense.
Yeah.
SK, you stood the test of time. You was in this chat. They was giving you what you deserve. You wanted to start this fire and we lit it under your ass. And I don't have no mercy for anyone that come in here and try to distract the chat from something that we
Hmm.
wasn't talking about. Um,
Right.
that's not what we intended to do, but we did highlight Beautiful Blossom and her mishap, her misfortune. I don't know if I could say it like that, but what she went through, to the trauma that she experienced.
Right.
SK, you are brave for coming up here, and you're courageous, and I appreciate you for gracing the panel. I just wanted to say before I close, anything I say, I mean. I don't sugarcoat anything, whether
Yeah.
people take it the wrong or right way. I mean what I say. Maybe it has a humor in it, and maybe it doesn't. I just feel like when it comes to someone's son that they
Hmm.
birthed, that they nurtured, that they groomed, that they took care of, bathed, clothed, fed, sent to school. Her
Yeah.
baby had a baby. He has a legacy that is left
Hmm.
behind. And this is not the legacy that his children, Laura's grandchildren, should see images of her son painted in a bad way. Whether he was dibbling dabbling in something that a lot of people
Right.
don't approve of, that does not mean that
No.
take away or lessen the hurt of a mother that is grieving and who will grieve forever. And you know what's so sad about it? He would not transition fully. He would not leave his mother's
Yeah.
side until he know she's okay. And it's going to
Yep.
take all the time that she need to move on slowly but surely. She's never going to heal from it. Why should she have to heal from the death of her son? But her spirit, excuse me,
Hmm.
but his spirit, Mac Myron's spirit, circulates and he hugs his mother every night. And I don't get into try to prophesizing or reading to people, because I know people may become scared. He stays around her because he knows that if he leaves,
Yeah.
well, he knows that she's not at peace and she won't ever be at peace, but he
Yep.
won't rest. He's not resting because people
No.
are throwing images out there of him. He's not resting because he know his mother is not at peace.
Yeah.
Okay, so everything and every which way people trying to throw it at her, of course it's going to hurt her. Of course it's going to trigger her, and that's what y'all meant, and that's what y'all mean to do. But that's just absolutely disgusting. I don't know if it have to take what you guys use as karma to show that you could get it too. You can suffer a
Mm-hmm.
loss too. You can suffer tragic loss also. But the people, I bet you any amount of money, that someone on here that has shared Roz, deceased son, in a nasty, disgusting way, if they suffer the loss, they will hide
Mm-hmm.
forever. They will
Yep.
not share it at all, because you know what goes around come around, so to speak. You still have to
My,
get the same.
I pray they never have to feel that.
I don't think they will come
Right.
forward and be like, oh my goodness, I need the support of YouTube. Raw supporters have supported her in the utmost way. And I just feel like talking about her deceased son, he's not here to defend himself. He has children that's going to look back and see this, and they may one day grow up to be doctors and lawyers, and they may have some type of spite towards the people, children
Yeah.
that has, I don't know. I just don't want to get into that. I never
Can I
did. It's a
tell a real
sensitive
quick
topic.
story? It's only going to take 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay, so my other son, I have a bunch of children. One of my sons, and another thing, one of my sons, he opened the only soul food restaurant in Portland, Maine. Right, he's really doing good, and he was getting to it with a lot with. It was like the baby mother side of the family versus us. It's always been like that. But anyway, so one of them situations happened where the grandmother has custody of the kids, so she was arguing with his father, with my baby daddy. Okay. This happened about a month and a half ago. She got on FaceTime and she told my baby daddy, "You are the cause for Leaky." We call my son's name is Malik. We called him Leaky.
Mm-hmm.
You the
Mhm.
cause of Leaky dying. You
Mhm.
you you wasn't a good father. La 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 la. Guess what happened a week later?
Mm.
Her daughter died. My
Mm.
kid's mother, my grandkid's mother died a
Mhm.
week later after
Mm.
she spilled that out of her mouth. And he told me, I said, I didn't know that happened. He told me, he
Word.
said, yeah. And he said, he said, after
Mm-hmm.
I got off the phone, I was like very emotional, because you know how men are different, So he said he didn't say anything. He just hung up the phone because he was so hurt that was brought back up in his face like that, like accusing him of not being a good father to his son.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And a
Right.
week later, my kid's grandmother passed away.
Mm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's like sad, because you could give commentary without being disgusting,
Yes.
downright nasty and dirty.
Absolutely.
That's where people come forward and be like, this is the indecency sector. No, this right, it's indecent, but I don't like to be around creepy people, and creepy people jump out the lives and the content, whatever, and you can feel their creepiness. So that's why a lot of people fall back. And excuse me, Angel Mom, don't let no one deter you from starting a channel. You could take baby steps,
Yes.
little by little
You
by
got a
little by little by
story.
little. You have a
Mm-hmm.
story to tell, so you don't even
Yeah.
have to be as the same in the nature of these people, and don't and that could be therapeutic for you,
Yes.
Angel
I
Mom,
agree.
starting a
I agree.
channel and catering and opening up a panel for people
Mm-hmm.
that are grieving,
I would
So
support you, sis.
yeah,
I would
you know.
support you. I have a channel too, right? So I was on YouTube many years ago. Way before this monetization thing. I can go live at any time. I have way over 1,000 subs, right? Long time. But this isn't my thing. My channel is not about this. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And my channel was about my life, my loss,
Okay.
different things that were going on in my life. I actually privated a lot of my videos because of all the doxing and all the craziness that's happening here. I never seen nothing like this. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It makes people not even want to open up their own platform, which can like help other people, help other women that are probably going through something like this, to help them to heal. It took me, I had to do a lot of work on myself,
Yeah.
and I went to bereavement groups and I went to different things and I spoke about it on YouTube and vlogged my pregnancies following my loss, to show women that yes, you can have a successful pregnancy. There is life after loss. So I vlogged all that. I have all
Okay.
that on YouTube where thousands of women have seen this,
Right.
and it had helped women. But I privated most of my videos, honestly,
You know,
because of this craziness that's going on here.
no, but you could do as you please. Anytime you want on here,
Yeah,
Kiss by the Sun, and I'll be more than like happy, excuse me, to
yeah,
support you in whatever way you take your channel because each algorithm and sector is different, so
yeah,
you definitely don't even have to be placed in this algorithm.
yeah.
Whatever
That's
you
why it's on a
hashtag,
different
whatever you
name.
do, you will be right in that algorithm. So I'll
Hmm.
just, I know it's coming to a close. I just
Yes.
appreciate everyone
And
that came by.
if I could just say one more thing, bro.
Yes.
I just want to speak to the people that the ones that can't like change their mindset and to see, how Angel Mom came up here. You heard and you felt her pain, right? And she doesn't even have anything to do with this. But in some ways it has triggered her. So try to look past your pettiness of what you're going through, and look at the other people that are out here, even your own subscribers. You're probably triggering them too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like kind of like stop it. This is what we're pretty much saying. I mean, I would have again still supported Sharita. You know what I'm saying? Because I had liked her. And I did give her my support initially, but when she went this low and when she took it this way, it separated. I couldn't do it no more. It
Right.
was too triggering for me. Is why I had to pick up and leave that. You understand what I'm saying? So like that's what Angel Mom came up here to say and do. Like, look beyond your own pettiness and, try to do something a little bit different.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah.
panel. Thank you, chat. Thank you, supporters. I appreciate you all. I know that the
Thank
daggers
you
is gonna be
for
thrown and
allowing
the
us up
axe is
here.
out. I could take the daggers because I'm made of steel, but I'm here Mondays and Fridays. This is our time. And I appreciate
Okay,
thank you,
guys, I'm
Angel
gonna drop
Mom.
down.
And thank you,
Me
Kiss by
too.
the Sun. I
I gotta get
Me
appreciate
into
too,
you.
this
boo.
treatment plan.
And
It's
Love
hard.
you.
thank you,
Okay,
chat.
thank you.
We'll
Thank
resume on
you. Thank you,
Monday.
Bron, for having me.
You're welcome.
I'm
Anytime.
looking for your monetization, Bronx.
I know I'm scared to touch that
I'm
button.
wishing you well.
Once
Yes.
look, once I touch that button on monetization, that's when I enter the
I
territory.
know. I hear you, girl. But
They
go
want
ahead.
to let's get that hoe. Let's get this hoe. She monetized. We know what to do.
That's right. That's
Listen,
right.
thank you,
Thank you, boo.
thank you for sticking with me through the end. Kiss by the Sun. I appreciate you.
I
Thank
love
you.
you.
I love you
Okay.
too. Have a good day.
Bye.
Have a good day,
Thank
chat.
you.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, Candace.